It's Obscura time. It's freaking Obscura weekends. Well, we need some moments. I don't know what to expect out of this one. Because this person was low-key my favorite to play and to read with because he wasn't weird. A normal guy. Not like the priest we had last time. That was, oh, whoopsie doozies. Turn that off. Not like the last time. So, we're in it to read. Bear with me. It's gonna be bad. It always is bad. Okay? We know that. I did have to freaking I had to replay like the entire because I originally just got the demo on itch.io. I know I should have paid the money and just got the demo on Steam, but I didn't. So all my data is like gone. So I have to replay each one every time. I have to go back through. We're here though. We got it. I'm starting off at the best ending. Oh my god, why do I do this literally every time? Every time I never fix this. Like, it's a problem. Can I do this? I always forget if that works or not. No, it's not working. Okay, so let's do this. Well, I don't really want to do that. Hold on, let me do this one. Ooh. Here we are. Let me fix this too, because that's going to be a pain in the arse if I don't. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, I love it when I do that. It's my favorite thing. When I move everything where it doesn't need to go. Okay, yes, this. I need to move this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Did you hear that? Okay, yeah, it can be heard. Okay. My back hurt. My back always hurt. I feel like no, it'll be okay. If I mess with it, I'm gonna mess with it for like 15 hours straight. I need to not do that. Okay, we need to read. We need to get going. I need to get in the game. My back hurt. I'm waking up slowly, taking stock of myself. The ache in my back and neck is most noticeable. Afterwards comes the dryness of my mouth and discomfort in my cheek, and then the edges of. Jesus, this is not gonna be. This is not gonna be a good one. If I'm already getting tripped off the second freaking dialogue, dude. Okay, discomfort in my cheek, and then the edges of an oncoming headache. What did I do? Oh yeah, I drank. Last I remember, I was enjoying some revelry, as I have learned. The I've learned is a bit of a tradition after a successful heist. I guess I got a bit too into it this time. Third time's the charm. I wince. Whatever's going on in my pounding head, I don't think charm is a good word for it. Well, the champion awakens. Lave? My tongue feels thick in my mouth. If you straighten out your mask, you might be able to see me. I was sleeping in my mask, dude? What the hell? Oh my. not what I meant to, sorry. The first slow trickle of wakefulness gives way to a clear stream of thought. I sit up and film for my mask. I don't sleep with it on, but I suppose I never made it back to Kier's place last night. Or whatever time it was. Straightening out my mask, I can finally see the aftermath of yesterday's festivities. The pub, the heart of the mousehold's social life, has been made a rather big mess of. Lev is sitting on the soul... What is that? What is that? Liv is sitting on the so clean table in an establishment staring down at me. She would probably have crossed her legs to add to the... See, and that's exactly what we don't need to do. Be adding these big words on me where I'm not going to be able to say them. Imperious. Is that what that... Maybe. Imperious image it's going to be right now. But Hollow is... But Hollow... Jesus Christ! But Halo is still sleeping in her chair beside her, her head in Lev's lap. Okay, I thought that was somebody's hair, but I didn't want to be rude. Congrats on being one of the last holdouts. First time for everything. Does this mean I win? I'm not sure I'd call you the winner in this scenario. She gently shakes Halo's shoulder, murmuring softly to her. The biggest hangover... I have the biggest hangover I win. I got the last sleep. The last sleep. Jesus Christ. It's literally leave. Like, it's literally, I can't read. I have the biggest hangover I win. I think you'll agree that my hangover is extremely impressive and worthy of prize. Yeah, sure. Tell that to Dee and she'll give you your reward. What's the reward? For a glass of water. Halo stirs, mumbling something into Lev's leg. Lev is stroking her hair gently. Seriously, get some water. Then go tell Kier how big and impressive your bad decisions were. I will. Right, Kier. The party was technically in his honor. We ran a gig and he scored way bigger than any of us could have expected. We were obligated to party harder than usual, obviously. I was just a lookout, of course, but I wasn't going to miss the chance to have some fun, especially since it wasn't just us thieves celebrating. I'll go claim my prize then. Let's go. Getting up is so terrible that I almost want to go back to sleep on the table, but stretching my legs and back does relieve some of the pain there, and my headache is beginning to assert itself. Delight does give me a drink when I ask, though not without a jab at how bad I look. Oh, thank you. If I look that bad wearing a cloak and mask. Yikers. Lev and Halo are gone when I return, and there's no real reason for me to stick around now. I leave the pub with a wave to stragglers as destroyed my... As destroyed by last night as I am, and I set off. God. Who's this? Just outside the pub, poor Gups. Who's Gups? Look out. Huh? Just outside the pub is poor Gups, the lookout who I have effectively replaced. Hey, Doogal. Hey. He waves at me with his uninjured arm. He waves at me with his uninjured arm. And I know I didn't even read that wrong. It's just like I have to stop myself sometimes because I'm not going to get it out right. The other tucked against his chest in a sling. With what I know now, I am astonished this man lasted any amount of time in the high-demand world of thievery. In the time I've been here, he's already fallen victim to several accidents on his own making. Every time he threatens to become well again, he creates some new incident and injured himself again. I love it when that just makes a sound for no reason. It's my favorite thing. Good party last night. It sure was. It's pretty nice to get to enjoy the partying without having to risk my life for it first. So thanks for that. You're welcome. Gups nods. Alright. Pleasure talking to you. Yep. There's two ways I can go from here. I could go through the side path to the left, so this is a choice that loops back onto the main road, but passes Lave and Halo's home, or I could just take the main path forward. We're gonna go exploring. Just in case. This game has 9-page saves for a reason, and I use them every time. Okay, yeah, we're gonna turn left onto the side path. Well, why is this one on top? See, that makes me question things. Yeah, we're turning left. The space here is quiet. The space here is quiet at the moment, while there's no true day or night here under the mountain. Many of the folks down here keep their watches matched to the time outside and tend to sleep and work at similar hours. And right now it's early enough that most people are still in their homes, enjoying a breakfast or preparing for the day. At this turn in the path, I could go past Lave and Halo's house on my way to the crossroad, or I can return to the pub. You know, my mom texted me. Sorry. I know, I feel like I just looked like Bob from freaking, is it Monsters vs. Aliens, I think? Is that the movie? Hold on. I know, Seth Rogen voices him. Why can't you see it? Why can't you see my screen? There we go. This photo, I feel like specifically every time. There's a better one, but this one. This is the one I'm It's not that funny. I went down this side path. Why would I not go to their house? It literally made that to be the option. I'm going to their house. Or at least I'm passing by it. Good morning, Halo. She's standing outside her home, one of the many row houses here that seem to press the jostle against each other, doing some stretches. Oh, good morning. You sound how I feel. We went pretty hard last night. I don't think anyone was expecting you to outdrink here. Pretty sure I only managed that because he decided to be mature and responsible about his drinking. Spoil sport. Halo stifles a laugh, then winces as she twists in place, stretching her spine. Lord have mercy. What is going on? Hold on. Pause. I'm pausing. See, ooh! Ooh! I just want to do that to her sometimes. Halo stifles a laugh, then winces as she twists in place, stretching her spine. I think he might have been right, though. Probably. But I had fun, even if I'm paying for it now. If you're not feeling well, you could come in for a minute. Lave is putting on some tea. There should be enough for you, too. It's a kind offer, but I have to decline for now. I should get back home. Safe travels. I came by this house for no reason. Why was this even an option? If I can't go inside, why didn't... I could go through the side path towards the pub, or I could go to the crossroad on the main path towards home. I'm gonna go through the side path. Why am I jumping through so many hurdles right now? It's still quiet in the corner of the mouse hole, though I think I hear a child singing about breakfast oats. Right. You know, they don't have voice acting throughout any of the rest of the game. I didn't need it now. At this time, the path like they probably Doogal rethought the tea offers. Still no for me. Why am I coming here? What's the problem? I guess if I go back to the pub, what happens then? Return to the pub? Okay. I guess we're talking to freaking Gubs again. I don't even know who Gubs is. I'm standing outside the pub again. Gubs waves. I can still hear that child singing in my ears, and I don't like it because. Hey again, miss me or something? No, not yet. I'm just passing by. What is the choice? Why are these choices even available? I don't understand. I feel like I'm getting rage baited. Okay, the crossroad. I probably should have saved there. It's okay. It's fine. Um. Oh, the brisket so bad. The crossroad is normally bustling through this early. Crossroad is normally bustling through this early in the day. There are only a few people passing through, mostly early birds getting started on chores. My head is pounding. I get a nod of acknowledgement from someone passing me, but this is not really a space for socializing. From here, it would be a quick stroll to Laves and what is going on? Why is there 47 options for me to just get somewhere and do nothing? Am I going to listen to the kid again? There aren't many children in the household, though, many more than I have seen the rest of the marketplace, but it seems like all of them have gathered here to play a game of fences. They've lined up on 2 rows with some space between them and facing each other. Each row is holding hands tightly. The kids take turns running at each other now, trying to break through and wreck the fence. Hey, Doogal, are you here playing? My heart. What? My pounding headache is bad enough that even imagining playing with these kids who love a good bit of screaming is a bit much. That stops me before I can even think of the ethical concerns to running full tilt at a 6-year-old to knock them over. Real. No, no thanks. I've got to get home. Okay. What is happening? I could go back to the crossroad there. Jesus Christ. Am I even going to get to talk to Kier this episode? How long has it been? I feel like I've been playing this for 10 minutes. I'm sorry I upset you. I'm sorry. Come here. I'm sorry. Come here. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Here they come. Cone of shame. Cone of shame. Yeah, you good girl. You lay down right here. You lay down right here. Shake and bake. You can lay down right there. Or just cone my PC as hard as you can, please. It needs a little cone, don't it? Maybe it'll make it work better. Yeah? I can go back to the crossroad. There's also a short road that I could check out, or I could and should really continue my journey home. I'm just gonna go to the dead end, because why not? The short road leads to a very little note. There's few front doors I can knock on to pester people, but that seems ill-advised. Nothing to see, I guess. I thought you were going home. Yes, I'm trying to go. Eve, please leave me alone. I am. I'm just taking the long way there. Do I get to go home this way, or do I not? I pass through a narrow corridor at one point, turning sideways to pass someone as I go. Kix? I end up Mastimax with Kix, one of the several teenagers who seem to have grown up here in the household. Sorry, bud. Morning. Good morning, Kix. Gotta say, Miss Doogal, I wasn't expecting you to sing as much as you did last night at the party. I have no memory of any singing. Well, no, you were awful. But it was probably the alcohol making you worse. Move over. We both realized at once we've stopped and blocked the corridor for anyone else who might pass through. You'll have to tell me the whole story later. See you around. See you. Okay, what was the other option? What's his dialogue with that? Very funny. I'm serious, you were up on the table singing tunes I'd never heard before. Songs from the Cirrus then. Or I guess singing isn't the best word. Move over. Okay, that's the same thing. Okay, we're just gonna keep it at that because I don't really care that much. It has made absolutely no difference to me from just not walking home. The only real options are to return to the group of kids and their game of fencing, if it's still happening, or I go to the small junction. Either way, I don't want to block the corridor. I'm going home. The small three-way junction is surrounded on all sides by homes that have 2 floors, and they have strung a web of laundry lines over the whole junction. I cannot imagine that laundry dries any faster dangling in this stagnant cavern air, but it does make for an almost cheerful sight. Dresses and shirts, hose. Dresses and shirts and hose dangling overhead. No underwear, though. The teenagers here are liable to steal any if it's within reach, just to cause a little trouble. I don't think it's just to cause a little trouble. We just got some panty stealers. Looks like no one I know is here right now. Here at the junction, I have 3 potential ways to go back. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Should I meet everybody? I guess I should. It might be beneficial, like, to get the best ending, so I will. I'm gonna visit Griff. I have no idea what compels me to walk towards Griff's house. Perhaps I just have a misogynistic streak that wants this headache to be worse. Oh, fart. To my incredible misfortune, he's sitting on his doorsteps and scrubbing his boots. What the fuck are you doing here? I'm walking. Yeah, just taking a normal little stroll. You know you're supposed to go the other way, right? Believe it or not, I came here on purpose. I don't believe it. And whatever... Why does he have such a problem with me? I don't believe it. Whatever you're here for, you're not gonna get it. I'm already spoken for after all. Dude, get out of my face. Are you suggesting I'm here for you? Gross. You're the one saying it, not me. No need to pretend. We all know the truth. What are you going on about, dude? And what truth is that? Huh? What? You want to fuck me so bad that you're in denial about it. In your dreams. Not only in my nightmares. Dude, you're the one that suggested it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Doogal. Thank you. Thank you for making that point. That is such a pick-me boy thing to say. Oh, you want to fuck me so bad? Oh, no, that's gross. So gross, right? So gross. Get out of here with that bullshit. Then why did you bring it up in the first place? Somehow, as I stomp away, I feel a little better. And more than one way. This is a dead end. I only have one option. Dude, I have to walk. Do I have to walk by him again? Maybe I'm imagining things, but I feel like a pair of socks have vanished from in the laundry line. Here at the junction, I have 3 potential ways to go back through the narrow corridor. I can visit. Okay, I did that. I go to Shale's because I haven't talked to her yet. I poke my head into the open shutter of Shale's home. Most of the houses here don't have a glass in their windows, only heavy shutters to block out the noise of the outside. Open shutters are basically an invitation. Hello? Oh, Doogal! I'm going to drop in and say hello. I'm still on the awkward terms with many of the household residents, but at least Shale has been unfailingly friendly. It makes it easy to approach them. Should I fill the kettle for you? Shale, you're the nicest person I've talked to today. Not this time. Well, actually, I lied. Somebody else invited me in. It was, Halo. She invited me in. And I should have went in. You know? I should have taken the advantage and taken some tea. Honestly, it probably would have helped Dougal's headache, but that's just me. Not this time. I haven't been home since last night. I'm starting to feel it. The noise did carry on for a while. I imagine you're very tired. I may have overindulged you. I overindulged too. Yeah, I slurred my words so bad then. She'll tuts. Kira's going to scold you. That's not a surprise at all. He's an enemy of fun. She'll chuckles. Well, the longer I delay, the longer he's going to lecture me for. We bid each other a good day, and I continue. Hopefully this does not mess my good at ending up with him, or else I will riot. Shale's home is on the path home, so my only real options are to go home and end this little adventure, or go back to the small junction and put off being scolded just a little while longer. No, we're going to go home. Please take me home. Please. It's been a long morning, and it's hardly even started. Kira's blue shutters are perpetually shut. He doesn't enjoy folks popping their heads in to say hello willy-nilly. But I can see flickering firelight through the gaps, and the door should be unlocked for me. Just before I throw the door open, I put a hand on the wall and murmur, I'm back into the wood. Kier does it every time he comes back, and though I do not fully understand the reason, I picked up the habit. Perhaps he thinks of the house worries about him when he's gone. No, he's got some trauma. There's some trauma going on with that. I call bullshit. He's got some trauma. Anyways. If that's the case, I hope the house worries for me as well. I'm back. Took you long enough. Did you sleep at the pub and cause trouble for D? Not sure. I was impressively drunk at the time, and not all the pieces are coming back to me. Don't let that neglect any brain you've got left. Breakfast was being done in a bit. Breakfast for the champion. I'm just mumbling to myself as I flop onto one of the mismatched chairs, but Kier definitely hears me. Champion of what? Did you carouse? What? Did you carouse harder than anyone? Hopefully I read that right. I do not think I read that right. I did, and I have the biggest and most impressive hangover of anyone. That makes me the champion. Incredible logic. I probably drift off to sleep for a little bit, because the next thing I know, Kier is putting a bowl of porridge in my lap. World's most boring porridge for the world's hardest courser. This is not a prize equal to my achievement. I still eat it slowly. Kira's favorite trick is throwing dried berries into the porridge as it boils, dyeing the entire thing pale red. Boring business breakfast for a boring business day. I would have thought today would be a boring choring day. I'd give you chores to do, but I don't think you can handle it. I can handle anything. No. Anyways, our merchant contact is coming to town later. He is a lot, so you'll want to be well rested to deal with him. Hold on! Hold on! Is it gonna be Oleander? I hope so. Doogal hope so. Can't be any more fun. What? Well, hold on. I don't know why I want to keep putting fun in here, even though fun is not in that sentence at all. Can't be any more than you. Huh? You're huge. You're huge. I don't know how anyone can be more than you. Let's put it like this. Would you like to carry one full-grown mountain header dog or hate 8 of its puppies? What? The dog would be difficult, but the puppies would definitely get away from me. And that's what I mean by a lot. Finish your breakfast. I do as I'm told, not because Kier told me to. I'm just hungry. He puts things away in a washing bucket, but doesn't start at that. I'm going to take care of my knives for a bit. You should probably go take a nap. Real. He sits on the large chair, the one with enough space for 2 people. Come on. We're here for this guy. I'm not going to take a nap.
We're sitting with him.
That's not a good napping spot. If I sleep now, it'll spoil my rhythm and I'll be up late again tonight. If you want me to be knocking around here in the middle of the night, I'll go take my nap now. Fine, whatever. There's a book on the side table that I pick up and a page through. Whatever it is, I can't understand it at a glance. Perfect for keeping me awake. Meanwhile, Kier is setting out both of his knives on the piece of fabric laid over his lap. He starts the process of sharpening his knives.
I want to talk to him.
I'm gonna save, just in case if I please. Let's see. I'm not reading. Ask about the knives. Ask why he talks to the house. Ooh, that's a good question. But maybe we're not close enough for that yet. But he might tell me. We're gonna do ask about the knives first. I want to know. So why do you have 2 knives? I have 2 hands, don't I? Okay. You never use the fancy one. Because it's fancy. So why does the most practical man in the world carry around a fancy knife he doesn't use? You'll have to ask the most practical man in the world. Okay, so why... He just matches Doogal's vibe so well, okay? I'm playing favorites. Okay, so why do you have an extra fancy knife? Okay. So why do you have an extra fancy knife? Decoration? Kier is silent for a moment, then he mumbles. Is it a trophy? I'm sorry. It's a trophy? I lifted it from someone in the auction house years ago, before I knew better than to fool around in there. I thought it was impossible to steal from the auction. Something being sold, yeah, but this was just a guess in the lobby. Easy pickings. Now there's a lot more security there, and I couldn't pull that off today. So you have a cool knife in order to show it off. Yes. Last I checked, you were boasting about being the hardest grocer. I don't know how to say that. Carouser. Yeah. And now you're barely awake. Don't throw stones at someone with a slingshot. I roll my eyes. You were embarrassed. I get to tease you. That's the law. Shut up and sleep. You're not the boss of me. I'm busy taking care of my big sharp knives. I'll tell you to do whatever I want. Fine. I turn back to the book. I do try to read. Okay, real talk. I really doubt anything really insane happens with him in this. Just because it is giving slow burn, but I don't know. Like, considering his was the most down to earth from the first demo, because the other ones were kind of got a little crazy. But maybe this is his crazy one. I'm kind of hoping for it. I do try to read, but then again, I need plot. It's nice to have some quiet time, and the book is interesting, but I must have nodded off at some point, because the next thing I know is Kier is shaking his arms to wake me up. Must have been a good nap. Okay. I'm gonna go back and do that. Wait. I'm gonna save this there. I feel like every time I sit here with my mouth open, I literally look like Bob. Okay. Can I just go back and do that? Okay, good. I can. Okay, sweet. Ask what he talks about. Ask what he talks to the house. Yes. So why do you always tell the house when you're back? You've got me doing it too, but I realized I didn't know why. I'm not telling the house I'm back. I'm telling the bones. The what? You're telling the bones? Well, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. There we go. Because I'll be reading. I sit like a C constantly. I'm gonna be like 80 years old and be completely down there. Okay. Oh, bones. You realize that sounds more alarming, right? What do you think happens to people who die down here? They get tossed down a hole. Great way to make a horrible corpse pile that probably affects the groundwater. And then you burn them. Yeah, there's a cavern where the roof caved. There's a cavern where the roof caved in and is open to the surface, and now there's a cremation guild set up there. But they don't burn hot enough to dust the bones. So you keep the bones? I make glue. What? And make glue out of them. It's one of the things that keeps the house together down here. That's, that's quite pragmatic. I suppose when you don't have a lot to start with, you make do with what you have. Anyways, I don't really believe in ghosts or lingering spirits, but there's nothing here. So, we tell the bones when we're Bless America! So we tell the bones when we are coming or going. If someone dies or someone's born. Might as well respect the bones that built this place. I'm going to be a part of some. No, you're coming to the surface. Hate to break it to you, but you're coming with me. I'm going to be a part of it someday with my mother and old friends. Oh. We're just gonna slide past the mother part. It's a bit like the ravens. Ravens? A tradition from the surface. Ravens take the souls of the dead, so the living tell the ravens news to bring to their dead. Births, mostly, but also marriages. Except, you tell things to the glue that builds your house. Basically the same thing. He shrugs. Now you know. Should I keep talking to the house then? You live here, don't you? Kier turns back to his knives, and I get the feeling the conversation is over. I turn back to the book, and I pick it up. I do try to read. It's nice to have some quiet time, and the book is interesting, but I must have nodded off at some point, because the next thing I know, Kier is shaking his arms awake. Okay, we'll keep this one. I don't think I'm going to roll off like the last choice, because most of them were pretty good. And I feel like if I just read, it's just going to... I'll go ahead and choose read. No, I'm not. Well... No, I'm going to. I'm going to go ahead and choose read and see... I forgot this conversation was kind of long. So let's see. It's interesting, I suppose. I'm just kind of... Oh, that was literally so lame. That was so lame. I'm going to do somewhat beautiful and see what his reaction is. Your people may die, but they're still symbolically keeping the village together. Poetry. Yeah, more or less. Anyways, I don't really believe in ghosts or lingering spirits. Okay, so he says the same thing. Okay. Alright. Didn't really care. Rather grim. Let's do grim. Basically living in a graveyard. Isn't it everyone? People die everywhere, and especially down here. There's lots of remains knocking about? I think that's what it said. Anyways. Oh my gosh, I'm changing my position. Anyways, I don't really believe in ghosts or lingering spirits, but there's not... Okay. Okay, so it's kind of all the same. I'm gonna do this one though. Skip. The warns. What? Is it that different? I think that's different. I do try to read. It's nice. That's the same. Must have been a good nap. I think it was. I'm warm, and despite the awkward position, I'm not achy or tired anywhere. I feel completely comfortable. Not to mention Kier's arm makes a very nice pillow. Oh, I was laying on his arm. Oh, how cute. Alright, we can't put it off for it. We can't. Yes! Yes! Let's go see Oleander. Kier, it's been a while. Charming stranger. As soon as Kier and I walk into the town square, I am met with the sight of a man striding towards us. Could have been longer. Of course, they're gonna hate each other. That's... How long was a Cash App ad playing on my phone? Oh yeah, this is Oleander's music. The other man seems to realize he is not going to have... Sorry, I read like a damn robot. Oh my god! The other man seems to realize he is not going to have a hug or a handshake or whatever he was coming in for, and instead slips in beside Kier and throws an arm around over his shoulder. Kier doesn't shrug him off though. He just stands there and looks annoyed about it. Don't say that, given how popular I am today. I fear I may have stayed away too long and deprived you of all my presence. And I have already heard from Griff that you might have some goods best taken off your hands sooner rather than later. Kier turns his head to me. You see what I mean about him being a lot. Several handfuls from the looks of it. The merchant turns his attention toward me for the first time. This guy. If you want to know how much of a handful I can be, we can discuss it later. I start a little. I didn't think he'd notice me. Oh, is that supposed to be I start a little? I startled? Is that supposed to be I startled a little? I just need to not speak it. I think it's better off if I just don't say a word. But first, introductions are in order. Call me Oleander, bringer of goods and good news. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Bringer of goods and good news. I'm Doogal, holder of the no fancy titles to speak of. You're the new little lookout Griff spoke of. Griff called me little. Him? Yes, I'm now seeing the irony of him saying that. I hope you won't hold my saying. I hope you won't hold my saying. Oh my gosh, my saying it against me. I feel like that's what? I don't think I can blame you for Griff slandering me. You see what I mean about you getting along with him. You both love the sound of your own voice. And meanwhile, you, a man who always has a quip at the ready, don't like talking at all, do you? Kier doesn't like talking. He likes arguing and complaining. Oleander throws his head back and laughs. You're right, Doogal, forgive my error. This was a mistake. You're the one who insisted I stop sleeping and come here. The fault is all yours. Now, none of this talk of mistakes, unless you've suddenly and dramatically changed, which seems unlikely given how long we've known each other. You'll want to get down to business, and I have business for you to get down to. Oleander escorts Kier to the center of the activities, and I follow along. I see a lot of familiar figures digging through an assortment of crates. Griff has his arms crossed, a basket hanging over one. He's tapping his foot loudly. Come on, man, I know you and Kier had that thing, but that doesn't mean you can leave me hanging. I couldn't resist creating a personal favorite. Unbelievable. And now I am, once again, all yours. Kinda doubt that. Griff is just grumbling to himself, though, and Oleander starts appraising the things in Griff's basket. I know I'm the one who gave you the tip in the first place, and I only did that because I know you've got the skills for it, but I'm still very impressed with how much you came away with. Some of the credit needs to go to Doogal. She's been a pretty good lookout. Even better once you stop using her as a distraction and sending her on chases. That was one time. My bad. And how about the witch ring? Oh, and what? Oh yeah, the witch ring. Oh yeah. Do I get to see it? Kier digs out. Sound like a sonic ring. Kier digs around in his pockets and then throws it. Then throws it in a tall arch. Shit. Sorry, I don't know if my screen's still flashing or not. If it is, why? Kier digs around his pocket and then throws it. Why is it doing that? Why are you doing that? Why is it doing that? Every frame change. This is the only game this does it on. Is it because it's like full screened? I guess we're gonna try that and see if that works. Well, we'll see if that makes it flip. My nose ring. Okay. Alright, yes. How's it look? Not like what I imagined, but it does match the description. We got an old surly to look at it, and he says it's authentic. Then we're all in agreement. Oleander pulls out the satchel from the inside of his pocket. What little of it isn't open and exposed, at least. You've made the smuggler a very happy man. He throws the satchel to me, surprised, and I only just catch it. Is this the money just for me, then? Hey, it sounds like you were fairly instrumental for this whole heist. You should get first pick. He's clearly joking, at least. I throw the satchel out here, who swipes it out of the air easily. I don't think I want the responsibility of dividing the money in a way everyone is happy with. And you think I do? Griff won't gripe as much if you do it. Well, that's actually true. Whatever, I'll deal with the money. You go see if there's anything you want. Oh, this is shopping opportunity too? I'm certain the people of the mouse hole are just happy to get the money, but I also take orders and bring along things that I think might be in interest. I've learned that it makes everyone happier if you anticipate your partner's needs, whether in business or personal life. You certainly sound like you're a good business partner. And unfortunately, I must leave you to your own tasks, Doogal, for there is someone else in need of my attention. Okay. I look into one of the crates and everyone goes off to handle their own business. Doogal. Hello, Halo. Hello. This is the last place I haven't checked. Do you mind if I join in? Or join in? Join you? Join you? Go ahead, you're looking for something specific? I also looking for something and I think it might be here. She starts shuffling through the cookware and gently used boots and skeins of yarn, among other things. We're looking for something specific. What I'm looking for is I'm not gonna find it in this crate. Just looking. We're quiet for a minute or so. I'm gonna ask my own later. I'm curious. Say hello. Yes. I don't think I met Oleander in the previous playthrough. I don't think. Oh. Sorry. I don't think I did. Did I? Mayhaps I did. Okay. I'm gonna save because I want to ask, but why is it tripping out? It makes no sense. It's not tripping out there like it was last time. I don't know what it is. I did say that, right? Yeah, okay. We'll do this one. Did Oleander change his name recently? He did. I think he likes to change it every so often. Maybe as a way of being sneaky. This is the first time I've seen him, but I don't think he's got much in the way of sneakiness in him. I guess so. You used to know him as Absinthe. Yeah, and before that he was Hemlock. I think there was something else too, but I didn't know him with that name for very long. So it's been a long relationship. It has. We've been helping each other for a long time. Can you tell me about it? It's just curiosity on my part, but it doesn't sound like an interesting story. I don't think it's possible for there to be a boring story in the marketplace this year. Well, I found it. Lifts a panel of customary fabric from the crate, holding it to catch the flickering lamplight. Oh, it's perfect. Thank goodness. I would hate to leave you unsatisfied. I didn't think you'd be able to find it. Well, now, I was hardly going to disappoint you, though. There's a warmth in his voice that I haven't heard until now. Even if I had to look extra hard to find something that met your exact requirements. And, well, I assume you and Lave are going to enjoy it plenty, which is a reward enough for me. Halo glances to the side and nudges Oleander with his shoulder a little shy. You still want money, though, right? Correct. I thought so. And you, Doogal, found anything you want? You've got some fine stuff in here, but I'm afraid that what I need is much more expensive. You have his face as well. You're someone after my own heart. I wish it was just... What? I wish it was just a matter of taste. Well, now I must know. Do you ever trade in Lunar Ichor by chance? I can't say that I have. How sorry should I be? I don't think you need to be sorry at all. You hardly know me after all. Nevertheless, if you're looking for a Lunar Ichor, I doubt you have a happy cause for it. If it crosses my path, I'll be sure to let you know. Okay. I don't think I can afford it, honestly. Oh, I wouldn't buy it, but I find a bit of it carefully placed... Wait, what? Oh, I wouldn't buy it, but I find a bit of carefully placed information to the right people can get you anything you want, yeah. He holds the witch ring in front of his mask, watching it gleam in the firelight. Well, information is better than nothing. And I'm certain if I have any good news to share with you, you'll be willing to share the prosperity with me. I think so. Okay, enough of both. Okay, enough of both of you, Doogal. I'm going home. I've got everything I need to sort it out. Okay. Kier, no, yeah. Oh, that's, well, private. I'll ask Kier then. I found it. What kind of history are we talking about? We talking about? Okay, go back. We're doing this one because that was the better interaction. There we go. Give me a moment. I'll come with you. Fine. I offer my hand to Oleander, who shakes it firmly. Pleasure doing business with you. Likewise. Let's go. I didn't even have to say it'll be a minute. I could have just shook in his hand. I thought we were going to stay longer. I thought we were gonna look at something. I remember to the house... What? Oh, yeah. I forgot we talked to the house. I remember to the house that I'm back as we go through the door. I wonder if the bones care about my coming and going. Here. Kier drops a handful of money into my gloves. My cut of the earnings, I suppose. Ooh. Are you sure this is all of it? Why wouldn't it be? Last I checked, you're a very talented thief. He turns away and stretches and joints cracking. Yeah, you're very funny and original. No one's ever joked about me being a thief before. I can't help it if the joke is still funny every time. You can absolutely help it. Nope. Aren't you supposed to be tired from last night? You made for a very good pillow. I feel fine now. I may be exaggerating my fineness just a bit. Kier rolls his shoulders. Still got work to do. There's always work to do, mending and repairing everything that's falling. It's always falling apart, cooking, washing, moving things, laundry, so much laundry. Minding the children, cleaning the house. At this point, I don't know what needs doing and what I'm best at doing. You are working me to the point of exhaustion. Still got enough energy to complain, don't you? Kier and I get our things together and head out. There's always something that needs to be done. Okay. So... Oh, whoops. Hello, later. Oh, God. Thank you. Thanks. It's your money. You earned it. Still, thanks. Kier rolls his shoulders. Okay. I like the tease him better. I don't know. I feel like you get more interaction with that, even if he hates me for it. For a little while, I hope Oleander is going to send a message down immediately to tell me there's a lunar core and how to steal it. But there is no message. It's just too rare, I suppose. In the meantime, I have other issues to contend with. Kier. Yes? Why do you insist on living in a boring box? I live in a house. You live here too. You're inside it right now. And you've clearly done your best with what you have. I glanced at the place where there used to be a loose floorboard. He only just fixed it. But maybe you'd be better in a better mood if you decorate a little. I don't want to decorate. Well, I do. That sounds like a you problem. You're welcome to solve it. I would. But last I checked, I was not allowed to leave Mouse Hole without a babysitter, in case I ran to the authorities and told them how to get here. Also true. So, fine, I'll babysit you. Yay! This is a street I wanted to visit anyways. I have been, because I was like, dude, if we're going to do like a whole split up thing, like, no! I've been to a lot of places in the marketplace, I've been to a lot of places in the market since I first descended into it, but there always seems to be something new to discover. Kier and I walk side by side down the small side street packed with stalls and street food vendors. So a lot of the folks here are... So a lot of the folks here are a bit like us, trying to get by. Don't just start buying things all cats and clatter like, alright? I understand what you're trying to say, but I've never heard that figure of speech before. You've never seen a bunch of cats scatter? Just go everywhere at once. No, it makes sense as a phrase, I've just never heard it. Maybe it's just a part of the marketplace dialect then. Despite Kira's warning, I saw a reflection of my monitor and I got scared. It was just my headset. Despite Kira's warning, I can't help how my eye is drawn in every direction, a bit like the entrance to the marketplace I went through so long ago. It feels like there is a bit of everything. Oh God, gee. A little bit of everything being sold here. Glassware, trinkets, and jams, all side by side, along with everything else. At one point, Kier puts a hand on my shoulder and pulls me close to his side. You keep drifting around, you're gonna get lost. There's absolutely no way I could get lost. Oh? You're a giant red-headed lighthouse in every crowd. As long as you're nearby, I'll never be lost again. Fair. But he doesn't let go of my shoulder right away. See anything interesting? How about that? I point to a stand selling a little wooden animals. How about those? Those are children's toys. What? You don't think a little rooster standing guard over your kitchen? Absolutely not. What if I want a little rooster then? Then it can guard your bedroom. Well, now I can't buy one. No, well, now I can't not buy one. I look at the... What? Mirai on display. Maybe that's the word. One stands out as the one I must get. A fox? A cunning red-haired thief to watch over me as I sleep. Hey, so that is a crazy thing to say, Doogal, I feel. Kier does not dignify my teasing with a response. Well, what if I told you I actually watch you sleep every night anyways? Then we resume our stroll down the street together. So now I have some... Oh, wait. So now I have something for me. We've done what we came here for. Well, no. What about you? What about me? Are you going to get yourself anything? Why would I? I have everything I need. And you're just above the concept of wanting things. Exactly. I can't be frivolous with my money. That sounds extremely sad. My heart weeps for you, deprived of simple joys like decorations for your home. Surely your sacrifices will be written down in the record of all good deeds, and your soul will be found to be worthy. What the fuck are you talking about? how impressed I am by your dedication to not enjoying anything. I enjoy things, yeah. I like a good meal, music, a company, but you're above the concept of luxury. I understand. I suspect Kier is rolling his eyes behind his mask. I just realized, yeah, he's the only one that has his entire face covered. Because Oleander only has his eyes covers, Cirrus only has his eyes covers, and so does Francisco. He's the only one that you literally can't see anything on his face. At all. Besides me. Well, no, not even besides, because you can see my little peepers through the little holes in my mask. I can't see nothing on him. He's got the Gojo blindfold going on right now. Okay, anyways. Back to it. But there has to be something you enjoy, just for its own sake. You wouldn't be so well-adjusted relatively. I mean, if you were to deprive yourself of any indulgences. Here's quite a lot longer than I would have thought. Soap. Oops. Is he blushing? Is that supposed to be blush? But why is his hair red? Good soap. Soap? When I'm having a bad time, if the mouse hole is in good shape, but... Wait, hold on. When I'm having a bad time, if the mouse hole is in good shape, but I'm doing bad, I get myself in the nicest soap I can afford. Soft soap that lathers well, with pine oil for a good scent. Huh? So you're a normal person after all. Was that ever a question? I don't enjoy things is a bit of a strange and radical stance for a person to take, I think. We're only mortal after all. I didn't mean to allude to my condition, but in hindsight, I probably shouldn't be referring to my own looming morality. On a fun outing, Kier and I both fall silent for a moment. Then he breaks the silence. Well, I'm hungry. Want anything? What are my options? He sweeps his arm before him. There's plenty of street food vendors here. Take your pick. I know where the least suspicious vendors tend to be. Least suspicious? Isn't it not suspicious an option? Kier just stares down at me. No, you're right. That was a dumb question. I consider my options. That is a lot of options. What is a fritter? What is a fritter? I have no idea what a fritter is to this day. Because, like, I've heard of an apple fritter. But I don't know what that is. Okay, I know what a fritter is. Okay, okay. A honeyed fritter? Is that honeyed? Yeah. God, I'm so stupid. Dude, I know that skewer busts. You ever had a skewer on the street? It's always good. We're gonna do the skewers. Skewers are hard to get wrong. What kind? Oh, I could choose. Meat skewer, I think. Rolling the dice then. What do you mean? I trust you not to feed me anything objectable. Kier takes a moment to find a vendor he likes, then returns with 2 skewers. Here's I know it both meat. Okay, I'm gonna choose the meat and vegetable option then. A little bit of meat and veg, I think. Okay, so it literally didn't matter. Okay, I want meat. Kier takes a moment to find a vendor he likes, then returns with 2 skewers. His and I notice. What? His eye notice. Oh, Jesus. I just can't fucking read. His, I notice, has both meat and vegetables. After saying meat here is untrustworthy. You got some anyways? He shrugs. I'm used to rolling the dice. He has to part the rat fabric around his face to eat, but it seems to have found its way to make it work. I remove the button of my mask and to start eating. It is fine. Nothing on a skewer is objectionable. Objectionable. I suppose the marketplace is not the ideal place to keep food best prepared fresh. My heating yet. There's a pleasing smokiness to this Kier, at least. I am whelmed. Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Spectacularly average. Incredibly typical. Throwing in its mediocrity. We continue our stroll, stippling at our own skewers as we go. So I was wondering something. Alright, good for you. I was wondering if I could ask you some things. Depends on what the things are. I doubt my secrets are going to be of much value to Kier, but I don't want to promise them to him for no good reason, or for no your face. Why are you asking about my face? What about it? I'm curious. Okay, dude, hold on. Don't care. Don't make me turn on you now, because I liked you a lot. Well, I could say the same about you. Facts. How about it then? Yeah, no, we're talking about it. Yeah, no, we're talking about it. So we're gonna save that. Okay, let's stop. This is cute. I like this. See, this is just sweet. This is just sweet. What color are your eyes? Do I get to pick? Starting strong, I see. I'm gonna tell him. Why would I not tell him? Jesus Christ. My God. What is Doogal's eye color? Gold? I can... Red, though? Red's like a superior eye color. I'm thinking about this too hard. I know I am. But green? I love green eyes. We're doing green. My eyes are green. Huh. What if I pick... if I pick different ones? Okay, so this is... okay, so it's the same for all of them. I had to be sure! Well, do you feel like you know and understand me better now? You know what? I do. A little bit. Even though my eye color is even though my eye color is meaningless to who I am as a person. I get to hear enough about what you're like as a person already. You won't shut up about it. I'm not that vain. You don't have to be vain to tell me what kind of person you are. You just do it by being yourself. I just wanted to know if your eyes are a nice color. And do I pass the muster? You just have to wait until I see them and decide if they're a nice color, won't you? He suddenly taps my shoulder, the farthest one from him, and pushes me slightly closer to him. Something brushes my head. What? Huh? What? Whoa! What? Huh? What's going on? What? He suddenly taps my shoulder. The one farther away from him, and pushes me slightly closer to him. Something brushes my hood. That was close. What was? What was that? No idea. Someone carrying a pipe or post around from the looks of it. You may have noticed there are some strange people here. Oh, really? I hadn't realized anyone here was strange. Anyways, another question for you. Strange question. Why are you ding-a-ring-a-ding in my ear? Why? Chill out, man. Was that your fetish or something? Oh, wait, I went back. No! How would it even be a fetish? You're the one who just said there's strange people running around down here. I think you're strange one for assuming it's a sex thing. It's not. How would it? Oh, okay. So Doogal has a tooth gap. Who would have thought? Doogal has a front teeth. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so funny? Wow. Hold on. I'm actually going to finish this right here. It's funny how wound up he is about this. Just answer the question, right? Oh, so I get to pick. Okay. Well, I'm picking I do. Well, now that I know it's not sexing, I feel more comfortable. I do have a gap. This is a very weirdly specific thing to ask about, you know. I am well aware, but it's something I wanted to know. Glad to hear that I'm cute. I don't think it really makes a difference how much I like you. No. Nice. I don't think it really makes a difference in how much I like you. No. Nice to know, though. Maybe it's just my ego being... Wait. Maybe it's just my ego being flattered, but I still feel a flash of pride with the knowledge that Kier would probably like my smile when he saw it. Now, see, that's sweet. This is cute. Besides me being like, is that your fetish or something? Because that's what immediately what I thought. Okay, now it's my turn. You got to ask me some questions. You have to answer mine. Fine, one. You got two! But I only agreed to answer one. Dude, I'm picking the swap. A scowl wouldn't reach him, so I swat at Kier's arm. I'm not trying to hurt him, I just... Oh. What? I'm not sure trying to hurt him, I just graze his bicep with my fingers, glances down at me, and I'm pretty sure he's gotten the message. So what's your question? Okay. Let's see what this is. Only one? Are you shy? That sure would be something. I'm not shy, I just don't like railing on about myself. Such restraint. Better than you've ever shown. Shut up and answer my question. Fine. Choose wisely. So how far those freckles go down? Is there a cutoff point, or where? Tell me where to stop. What's your eye color? He's gonna have blue eyes. I mean, he's a redhead. He's either gonna have blue or brown eyes, but. What's your eye color? Whammo! I suppose I can see it. You definitely can't see it. I'm not taking my mask off here. My turn again. Oh, here. Mama? What are you doing? Hi. Where's your ear open? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mar? What are you doing, Mar? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just hit your stitches. I'm sorry. Are you okay? I can't. Bigger than... Wait, well, what? I demand... Unfair. I demand 2 questions. Yeah, but I'm bigger and stronger than you, and I want to ask another question now. Fine. I think I'll get another one, so... I saved it. So I'll go back. I cross my arms just to make my displeasure with his tyranny extra clear. What? He stops for a second, pondering. What's your best facial feature? Oh. That's a good question. My tooth gap. My forehead is a crazy one. My jaw. Let's do... I saw... So, in this Cirrus one, I saw part of the main character's face. So, I'm gonna do lips, because she has some luscious lips. Doogal had some lips on her. My lips obviously, can't you tell? He bends down for... Okay, so it does the same thing. I just had to make sure. My lips obviously can't tell. He bends down so that our faces are much closer. Somehow, I feel a flutter from his stupid, vacant mask of all things getting close to me. Oh yeah, very obvious. I was being stupid just now. Couldn't see what was right in front of me. Kier cracks his knuckles. So, if I sum up green eyes, you like your lips best. You've got a tooth gap between your... What was that for, Mar? What are you doing?
What are you doing, Miss Mar?
Is it storming outside or something? No, Pax isn't freaking out. I think you're just freaking out. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's right. So, do you feel like you understand my face now? I think I'm starting to understand. Probably the best I'm gonna get until I see your face for real. You think I'll like it? Hmm. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I get too into it. I don't even read out loud. I can't believe it. Someone who hides their face all the time and cagey about their appearance. What a shock. I can't believe it. I mean, it's a little unfair. I was honest to you about my eyes. You got some real information about me. Meanwhile, you got lie about everything to me. Can't trust anyone down here, can I? You trusted me in the first place. Not in the slightest. I can tell that's not quite true. You really did believe what I was saying before. Oh well, no hard feelings. This way. Oh, yeah, absolutely not. We're not choosing that. Probably not. I'm gonna do this one. Don't want to get your expectations too high now. Probably for the best. Hey, aren't you supposed to be to say, well, I don't think you'll disappoint me and reassure me? Am I? Actually, no. It would be weird coming from you. Kier shrugs this way. Okay, so I only do get one of his questions, so I don't get two. So I'm gonna go back, but I'm gonna do you definitely will. I'm a dream wrapped in a mysterious mask and cloak, obviously. Well, then I guess I'll look forward to seeing you one day. Maybe. I can't hide the smile in my voice. As much as he complains about it, Kier enjoys our little back and forth as much as I do, and this has been plenty of fun. This way. Okay, so that's the best option, in my opinion. So, we're gonna get her to break... Okay. I don't really care about this one, but we'll see where it goes. I don't. Oh, well, that's too bad. Is it? I thought you liked that sort of thing. If you're about to make a sex thing again, I'm going to end the conversation now. I won't then. I don't think I'd find it appealing if I had it. I'm not exactly cute, you know. I'm glad we're in agreement then. At least you've got it. My turn again. Unfair argument. Okay, that one was okay. Oh, what did he push? Okay. Alright, so let's do... This was so funny. You got a lot... You've got a lot that I can see, but... In the hotter season, I do a lot of hauling work shirtless, so I guess it's just wherever the sun touches. You know, like normal freckles. Oh, okay. Wait. Is that a sex thing? No, it's not. Like you and your teeth gap fetish. I was just wondering. It's not a fetish. Some glances our way and notices our voices drop. It's not some kind of freckle kink, okay? I really was just wondering. But it was you flirting. It might have been, but you kind of missed a chance to tell me how your freckles go all the way down. Maybe. I should check and see how... I didn't think it would go there. Okay. Freckles go all the way down, and maybe I should change my guess, but now, for the moment, it's gone. It'll come back. Huh? Now that I know you're running for my freckles, maybe I'll just go shirtless next time I head out. Make sure there's a lot of for you to find. He sounds unbearably smug. Maybe it gets me a little too defensive. I was just curious. I don't have a thing for the Doogal's. It may be a bit of a lie at this point, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of hearing me say it out loud. My turn again. Unfair, I mean, 2 questions. Okay. I'm going to do that again. Yeah, so that was the best option. I think it would be, so I'm not keeping on that one. So if I sum it up, yeah, So I think I'm starting to understand probably the best. So see you think I'll like it? We're going to. You definitely will. I'm a dream wrapped in a mysterious mask and cloak, obviously. Well then, I guess I'll look forward to seeing you one day. Maybe. I can't hide the smile on my voice. As much as he complains about it, Kier enjoys our little back and forth as much as I do. This has been plenty of fun. This way. Kier suddenly turns sharply to the left. I almost lose him, or I would have, but he is still massive red-haired lighthouse in the gloom of the cavern. When I reach his side again, the noise of shopping street is mostly behind us. Echoes carry the sound far, but this wide tunnel is far quieter. So, not a bad outing. You've got your fox toy thing, eloquently put. So I think it's time to talk business. What kind of business are we talking about? The usual. Helpful as always. We have a gig. Oh, what's up for grabs? Not sure. The tip we got this time isn't for goods. We're doing a bit of good instead. It doesn't take a genius to guess here is talking about the subject. Another rescue mission then. Well, where are we going? How much do you want to know about the warehouses down here? Presumably they work the same as any other warehouse. Things go to be stored. They go out when they're ordered. Maybe it's not a building, but a cavern, with only one entrance to make it easier to protect and watch for everything entering and leaving. Right, idea. But aren't many caverns that generally have only one entrance of exit. So you're going to a warehouse cavern that has more than one way in. 4 go in, 5 come out. With some rewards for our trouble. Always. But what are you talking about? 4 go in. I count on my fingers as I speak, going slowly enough that poor numbers challenge here can follow. Well, there's you. Lave goes on all your gigs with you. And where there's Lave, there's Halo. So that's 3, and then there's Griff. 4. Presumably, I'll be somewhere nearby to make sure your exit route stays clear. The lookout loitering around our escape route would bring more attention to it than having it unguarded. No one is running lookout on this gig. So I'm staying at home this time. Oh. Why would I tell you someone outside the gig? What? Why would I tell someone out what this plan is? That's just one point of failure. Okay, alright. That's right. Congrats on the promotion. Alright, sure. Yeah. Well, okay then. And we'll let's do 5 minutes of this. Yeah, I thought that would be the reaction. Lookout is an important job. Yeah, but getting to actually pick what to take and bring home is pretty great. Running lookout is boring almost all the time. This is going to keep me awake. At least you're agreeing. And will doing something a bit more dangerous and involved than a lookout work count for more towards my lunar ichor debt? Sure. That's the least trustworthy sure I've ever heard. Good thing you never trusted me. It's served me well since I got here. So buying me something to eat was just a plot to bribe me into agreeing to this gig, was it? If that's what you think, I'm not going to stop you. You could stop me if you wanted to. You're enjoying being a menace, aren't you? If this is what you consider being a menace, I feel bad for you. But now that I know I'm a part of the gig, tell me everything. A warehouse worth visiting is bound to be well protected. It is. But there's only 2 places in the whole marketplace that are impossible to steal from. The auction house and the Iron Row. And what is the Iron Row? It's a dungeon, prison. The lords of the market pay to keep people there. Ah, should have guessed. Good news is that we're keeping away from that. There's a tunnel to get into the warehouse, dug out by previous owners. It was supposed to be a secret. And then the previous owners stopped being the owners. Exactly. Is this tunnel easy to get through? Maybe for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you squeeze through it. Kier just shrugs. There's nothing you can say that I haven't heard before. Anyways, the actual gig should be pretty easy. Get in, stay quieter. Then the dead... Wait, what? Get in, stay quieter than the dead. Okay. Just can't read. Pick up anything expensive that's easy to carry. Find our rescue mission and get out of there. Pretty hard to mess up, as long as we don't get unlucky. And if we do get unlucky, then we run like our lives depend on it, because they do. They don't bother sending thieves to the Iron Realm. I can't help the bit of tension in my hands and jaw at those words. There it is. Easy, right? Y'all saw those different answers pop up too, right? I'm not tripping. Those two said something completely different. They were different. My throat and chest suddenly feel tight, crushed by its massive, invisible hand as it swallows. Oh god. My throat and chest suddenly feel tight, crushed by some massive invisible hand, and dizziness follows. Oh, no. I thought you were excited to go inside for once. My head is suddenly throbbing, and I try to cover my face with my hand and only press the mask into my face. A painful shudder starts through my spine and goes through my whole body, rattling me hard enough to make my stomach churn. You mother truckers, man. Get out of my face. And in a really good park, too. I don't realize I've swayed into Kier's side until he's got an arm around my shoulder, holding me steady there. Doogal, what's going on? Just my little problem, you know how it is. What made it flare up like that? Okay, do you need to sit down? My head is swimming, but my feet feel steady under me. I don't think I'm about to collapse. I'll be okay. That isn't what I asked. Any possible answer is slipping through my fingers. Eventually, I shake my head. I just want to go home. If I can lay down and rest, I will improve. This attack is the worst I've had, but This attack is the worst I've had, but the only thing new about it is what? Oh my god! My god! But the only thing new about it is intensity. Is its intensity. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you want to lean on me, or should I carry you? I'm being carried. I'm not going to be too heavy. If Kier had a free hand, he would be crossing his arms right now, I'm certain. You? Yeah, carrying you isn't going to be a problem. He kneels and I wrap my arms around his shoulders. The bag and rope he's already wearing. Wait, hold on. What? Okay, hold on. Let me choose this other one real quick. Walk. I'll walk. Thanks. Don't want you holding anything else over my head. That is the worst reason I've heard for not wanting to be carried. Crutches aren't supposed to sass back. Fine. I like this one. Okay, wait, whoa. He kneels and I wrap my arms around his shoulders. The bag and rope he's always wearing pressed into my front, but it's not too uncomfortable. He stands up like my weight is nothing. Hold on. Wasn't planning on letting go. I feel the weightless, but it's not floating kind of lightheadedness I've experienced before. This time it's more comfortable. I can barely remember the trip home except the shell passed us by and wishes me well. Kier leaves me standing at my bedroom door. Do you need anything? Just rest. I'll knock when there's food. Thanks. I lay down in my bed with my mask off, breathing slowly. The darkness takes the edge of my headache. The gentle, patient way Kier treated me sticks to the inside of my throat. Getting treated like this, that feels almost shocking. I really shouldn't be surprised, though. I guess that's... What? Where did that lisp just come from? I get that. I need a sweet treat break. Like, oh. No, please tell me that was... No! No! No, please! I don't want to play these games anymore! It's okay. I found it. That lisp was really unintentional the third time. That was not meant. I guess that's what he likes when he sees someone dying. I still read that wrong. I guess that's what he's like when he sees someone dying. Got it. The days after my shopping trip... Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, am I going to miss, like, the heist and stuff? The days after my shopping trip incident are peaceful, at least. The little fox toy finds a place of honor on the otherwise bare shelf in the wall, perfect for guarding my sleep. Guarding my sleep. The peace lets me recover until it's almost like nothing bad happened to me at all. Okay. The five of us, Lave, Halo, Griff, Kier, and myself, gather in the pub as we usually do before a gig. We're all standing around and checking our gear when Delight passes by. Drinks? Not until the job is done. You'll have to crack open the good stuff for us, babe. Griff pats Delight's backside as she passes. We're gonna score big. I can feel it. Feels good. Around me are nods. This is normal for them, of course. So natural. They're feeling well. As for myself, I'm feeling you know what? We're feeling good. Some runs with the gang have not been fun, but there's a thrill I get each time we prepare for a new heist. I'm feeling it now. I'm listening keenly. All the thrill in the world isn't worth a thing if I'm not prepared right. The job isn't to score, it's to help. I already know what you're gonna do a good job of that, and that leaves my hands free for other stuff. And we do have more hands this time. Technically, but does Doogal really count? Yes, Riff. God, you were such a pain in the ass. Hop off my dick, dude. Go fuck your little bar bitch or something. Damn. What? I mean, this is actually work. Not just standing... Oh my God. But just standing around and waving your arms a bit, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. And you think I can't do that? I only know what I've seen. I've never seen you do a job like this. Yeah, well, I've seen plenty of your work, Grace Wan, and I think it's safe to say nobody's perfect. Clocked it. I pulled that fucking grift. So I think it matters how it went. Your mark called you the fresh eel because of how hard you were flopping around and laughed at you. Results are the only thing that matters. I'm rising to the challenge, bud. Here, I'll save. I don't care to get mad at me. I'll just have to bring back more than you then. That'll shut you up. If I know one thing about the both of you, it's that nothing is going to make you shut up. Deal. We don't shake hands, but I know a bit when I see one. What is it about Doogal that makes you such a little dick, Griff? Thank you, Lave. Thank you. You know what? Thank you. No, because he wants something from me. All right? I don't have to have a reason to hate her. Feelings mutual. Well, both of you knock it off. Lave? No. This is all on him. He started this shit. Little short bitch. Not short king, a short bitch. I don't think Lave is actually mad at us for fighting, but she's always so deadpan it's hard to tell for certain. We do have a job, you know. That would be a good distraction doing that on job. I'll keep that in mind. Quit laughing, bud. That ain't happening. I am not being alone with this little guy. Absolutely not. The idea of fighting with Griff on the street and making a show of it flashes through my mind. I hate it. Thank you. What? Kier, no. Oh, not a fan of the idea? No, I'd rather kill myself. Well, I guess now I have a good punishment if you guys decide to act up. Okay, you're going down in my tier list, Kier, okay? You can't be serious. Do you want to try me and find out? I can hear a smile in his voice. He's got something he could use against me now, and we both know it. Got scars. Halo, thanks for putting that idea in his head. You're welcome. Halo does a short bow. It is one of the most sarcastic things I've ever seen in my life. Now everyone has something. Everyone has something? What do you mean? Halo, don't. Well, everyone has something they just can't stand, right? Lave hates laundry duty. I don't like cleaning up at the pub. You and Grip being each other's punishment is the funniest, though. She laughs to herself. I can't help but notice. Dude, have you heard that? Ooh. I can't help but notice an omission to her list. And what about Kier? You wouldn't dare. Kier has something he can't stand, right? Halo. I expect her to wilt under Kier's implicit order to say nothing, but instead, Halo leans in a little, and her voice turns conspiratorial. Kier is really good at... Interesting. Interesting research. That better happen at some point in this, or else I'm gonna riot! Kira's really good at being a honey trap, but I can't stand it. Really? I can't try to imagine Kira's used the bait of some romantic sexual trick. I can almost see it, but not quite. It's really impressive. Hey, Halo, thanks for volunteering to help Delight down at the pub for the whole week. Worth it. No way, Dee. I'm going to make you do it once she finds out what you're getting punished for. Kier sighs. I'm immediately still stuck on the thought of Kier actively seducing someone. It seems so out of character, it's almost laughable. You know, Halo, I really can't believe it. It sounds fake, doesn't it? But it's the truth. Look over at Kier, he's definitely trying to stand as tall as possible, forcing me to tilt my head back. Care to give a demonstration? You're kidding. We have a job right now. No, we don't. We're not there yet. We're not on a strict schedule, are we? We're not? Thank you, Lave. And I'd really like to see a master at work. You should. There's a lot to learn. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. I bet Mr. Gray Swan over here could learn something, too. Yeah. I bet I could learn something. Really, Griff? I don't know why I work with any of you. You're all impossible. He rolls his shoulders like preparing for a fight. His posture gets completely relaxed. Hey. His tone of voice has completely changed. He sounds calm, even confident, not the least bit tired or annoyed. Why did everybody else leave? Hi. Sorry, I'm Callum. I'm a bit of a regular here, and maybe it's just new mask, but I've never seen yours around here before. Is that a problem? The opposite. He sounds so genuine, it's hard to not get swept up in the scene he's setting. He glances around the room. Here. He pulls out a chair and turns it, straddling the seat to sit on it backwards. Yep. He rests his arms along the seat back in a way that looks completely natural. Now I only have to look down slightly. Wait, look down slightly to look at him properly. Bit easier, right? It is, thank you. There's a moment pause, and somehow I feel compelled to fill it. I'm Doogal. It's a pleasure to meet you, Doogal. What brings you down here? A bit of private business. I don't really want to talk about it. He laughs softly, turns away, and brings his hand to brush the back of his neck. Sorry, I won't pry. Then he turns back to me. Sorry, I don't usually do this. Do what? Approach a stranger. I'm not usually so forward. What made me the exception? The way you move. There's something about it. I know how that sounds. Kind of weird. I know. So how do I move? When you've been down here as long as I have, you notice that people are usually very guarded. He's doing something with his voice, speaking in a softer way. More... Oh, okay. I'd say it nicer in my ears than his usual grumbling, but I do know him, and it sounds strange. And you're not... You seem comfortable here. Can you blame me for being curious? When you word it like that, it sounds reasonable. Do I really look comfortable here? No. I'm used to the mousehole now, and I don't expect any of the people here to attack me or even Griff. So, what do you want to know? I'm a very mysterious person, of course, so I can't tell you much. You don't want to talk about why you're here, but how about... Oh, wait. Shoot. Scene. You don't want to talk about it while you're here, but how about what you've seen here? What's the best thing you've seen? The best? This isn't a good place, but it's not all bad. You're pretty good. Just in case. You're pretty good. I'm kinda on. You're making this trip worth it. If Kier is allowed to act out of character for the sake of this interaction, there's no reason I can't do the same. Oh, absolutely. Oh, thanks. You can give it, but you can't take it, huh? Was I giving it? You did approach a total stranger because you were interested in her appearance. Okay, that's fair. And what would your answer be if you weren't teasing me? Who says I was teasing? Besides me, then. I expected him to say shut up and change the subject. Despite my best efforts, Kier has a broken character. They weren't wrong. He was good at this. The only reason any of this feels wrong to me is that I know Kier is a grumpy bastard and not this friendly, polite character sitting before me now. I don't want him... I don't... Okay. I visited recently with a guide, we'll say. Oh? Yeah, I got myself a fox toy, had a skewer. That sounds fun. He sounds so sincere now, it's bizarre. I wouldn't have guessed Kier could say something... Why? Why does it do that? Hello? Sounds fun without being sarcastic. I had fun. My guide seemed to be resisting it, though. Resisting? He's above the concept of enjoying things. It's a credit to Kier that he brushes off my extremely obvious needling. Instead, he chuckles in a warm, pleasant way. Wait, sorry. They weren't wrong. He is good at this. Okay. No, I need to know all the other options. It's probably the nicest place down here. Oh, the auction house, sorry. I can't say I disagree on aesthetics. It's nice. Most places here are slapdash. Makes sense why, but I like my architecture intentional. That comment seems to amuse Kier or Callum, I suppose, since he laughs. It sounds genuine even. Let's get this. Okay. This is a nice place. Friendly, at least. And clearly I feel comfortable here. Can't say I disagree. This is usually a haunt. What? This is usually a haunt for you? Can't say it. Oh, wait. I'm reading it backwards. What is going on? I thought I was the one asking questions. I think it's pretty normal for two people having conversations take turns without questions and answers. That's what we're doing, right? If you insist. He sounds like he's genuinely enjoying himself. They went wrong. He's good at this. Okay. I like this one the best. Skip. Okay. I'm gonna burst into laughter. This shit's pretty funny. I can't help it. I can't help it. The dissonance is too much for me. I start laughing, almost doubling over from how much it overtakes me. That was weird. This is why I don't make this as a habit. It's not me. There's some laughter coming from the others. I don't think, but it's hard to hear over my own fit. It takes a few seconds to find some self-control and calm down. They weren't lying. You were pretty good at this. It's not just me. Those 3 demons can do it too. Most marks are interested in a giant man, so they usually play honey traps instead. Even when they are into you, you try to find ways out of it. Because I don't like doing it. It's too bad. I kind of like Callum. That's because Callum is a facade for you to like. Well, he was effective. Why can't you be nice all the time? Why should I be? Being friendly is nice. It makes it easier to get along with others. You've been getting along just fine with me this way. He's not wrong. Fair enough. Why does it glitch out like that? Okay. I want to do it to where we end the performance real quick. His name is suddenly on my tongue, like I need to check that it's still him there. Here. Suddenly his self posture changes. The performance is over when he speaks again. It's a rough deadpan. Callum, I introduced myself as Callum. Oh, right. I remember later when you were watching us. They weren't lying. You are pretty good at this. Yeah, no, I like the other one. I like teasing. Burst in laughter. Okay. The 5 of us huddled together around one of the tables. We don't have a map, but this shouldn't be too complicated. The tunnel we're going through is just barely big enough, but we've got word it's still completely open. It opens up pretty high over the floor, so we'll need to set up a rope and climb down to get it. Once we hit the ground, we split up. Halo, you're with Griff. Doogal, you're backing up Lave. I'll go alone. Pick up what you can, but keep moving. Our goal tonight is a rescue, not filling our own pockets. Maximize money, but don't compromise the actual mission. Got it. Once you found them, you're gonna hide somewhere nearby. Do not wander around. Wait for everyone else to get there. Griff rumbles. What is it? Halo's got touched. We're gonna find the poor bastard first thing and get stuck waiting ages for you. Doesn't matter. You stay put and don't put the mission at risk by fucking around. Maybe you can learn to pray and get some divine luck for yourself as long as you're waiting around. Lave turns to me. I'm not gonna abandon you, but I'm not going to babysit you either. I'll show you the ropes. Oh. I didn't press these guys out. I didn't do that. I'll show you the ropes, but if you fuck up, I won't stick my neck out for you. Word. And you're not going to stick out your neck for me either. Understood? Absolutely. I don't expect you to put yourself in danger for my sake. I can't pretend it doesn't sting a little to be treated this coldly, but I'm certainly pragmatic enough to agree with what she's saying. One last gear check, and then we're leaving. I haven't needed to carry weapons or tools to this point, so I watched the others instead. Griff has a pouch with several small glasses, each wrapped with some scrap of rag. What? Probably to prevent them from clinking together and make noise. He checks each for the cracks or leaks. Lave and Kier are both looking over their knives. I need a knife. Halo taps my shoulder. Here. Thank you, Halo. You're so good. In her hands is a grimy metal bar. Oh. Okay. About as long as my forearm with a flattened... She gave me a spear! Fountain claw at the end. A crowbar? Most of the crates are going to be nailed shut, even... Oh, so you gave me a crowbar. Okay, well... Even the ones that got... Honestly, okay. Guys, why are you guys taking me on this mission for real? I just literally almost died. And you guys are taking me on this? Why am I coming with you guys? It'd be better off with me just staying home. I'll stay at home, cook you a little nice meal when he gets back, I'll be happy. Like, why am I going on this? I'm literally not well. I know I'm gonna pass out, probably. are hard to open without some leverage. I take the crowbar, and it's solid and heavy, but not unmanageably so. And it hits as good as anything if you're in an emergency. She stands there for a second longer. I get the feeling she wants to ask me something, but then she doesn't. All the warehouse knows thieves can sneak in, even if they don't know how. So they do what they can to stop us, mislabeling crates, adding noise traps, so be careful. Are we ready? Everyone says yes, myself included. Yes! Then let's get moving. We don't carry lamps into the secret tunnel, according to Lave. It would just get us caught faster. So, while the tunnel isn't especially long, it takes us forever to walk through it. To navigate in darkness, I have one hand on the wall, a bit of Halo's cloak pinched between my fingers to keep track of her in front of me, and I hardly raise my feet as I walk. It's agonizing. Though I suppose I have it pretty good in comparison to Kier. I can't see him now, but the image of him hunching and bending his knees to creep into the short, narrow gap in the wall is going to amuse me for ages. You would never believe that there were 5 of us in the tunnel for how quiet we are. The sound of my own breathing contained by my mask fills my ears. There's nothing else to listen to. Stop. The word is whispered, but it's the loudest thing I've heard in minutes. Here's the drop. If I strain my eyes, I can see almost a sliver of light ahead, or maybe I'm just imagining things in darkness. I stand absolutely still while there's the soft sound of movement ahead. I only know what is happening from the brief. The tunnel opens high above the floor of the warehouse, and so Kier and Griff are preparing a rope to climb down. This isn't going to be fun. Halo whispers some last-second advice to me when it's my turn to slide down the rope, but in the end, I just have to make the heart-stopping jump on my own. Thank fuck I'm wearing gloves. Kier catches me as soon as I'm about in his impressive reach, and I drop to the floor with his help landing softly. Good. I get a second to breathe and look around. We're in cluttered and forgotten corner of the warehouse from the looks of it. They're really just left... Oh gosh, this is suspense music. Jesus. Alright. Check the page. They're really just left this place as a junk corner. When there's an access tunnel right here. We go. Too long without a break-in made them careless. Halo touches down so softly I would have missed it if I wasn't looking. Okay, split up. Don't get noticed. Take what you can. He turns and leaves, walking along the wall on the right until he's slipped between stacks of crates and vanishes. Halo and Griff go left. That leaves Lave and I to move forward. You know what to do. Follow, don't make any noise, stay alert. And pick up anything valuable that isn't nailed down. That goes without saying. Leia turns her back to me when we slip into the narrow walkways between shelves and stacks of crates. I have never been more aware of just how much sound my cloak makes in the moment. Leia suddenly turns. Something must have caught her attention. She's kneeling in the cramped little alcove. Why? Alcove built of more crates, already sliding the end of her crowbar in the gap between the box and lid. I'm gonna follow her close. I'm gonna keep this. Dude, I'm already almost out of freaking saves, man. And this is only chapter 2 of 1. This is the character I'm done. Oh, Lave close. I get close to Lave and watch as she painstakingly levers off the lid. The wood creaks, and for a moment my heart drops. Lave freezes. I don't think she's even breathing. After a moment, she gets back to it. The crate lid comes off with a final faint sound. In the dark, it's hard to tell for certain, but I think the crate is labeled carrying fine teapots. Lave pulls the lid away and reveals a dark bottles nestled in the beds of hay. That's the good shit. She picks up several bottles, each fitting comfortably in her palms. Suddenly, we can hear her soft footsteps. They're quiet, but they're close. Shit. Lave shoves her hand into the box, and she grabs another bottle while I pull the lid back into place. She shoves several other bottles into my hand and then begins to scale the crates. In a panic, I stuff the bottles into my bag and start to climb the wall. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to go back and do these to see if these... I stand at the mouth of the alcove, return my gaze to Lave in the back hallway in regular sweeps. Lave is carefully levering off the lid of the crate. I'm too far to see what is labeled as. The sound of the creaking wood cuts through the silence, and I turn instinctively. I hold my breath, I'm quiet, and I swear I can hear Lave's breathing silently. Lifts the lid away and setting aside. I look at the hall at the beginning, and the light seems to flicker. It's getting brighter. It's a lantern. I stoop into the alcove. Lave, someone's coming. She nods and hands me something in a pair of dark bottles and fits comfortably in my hand. Together, we lower the lid back into place. Okay, this was a good one. Before we press it down and hide the fact that it was ever open, we hear footsteps approach up. Before I can ask what she means, Lave starts climbing up the walls. Okay, so I'm on the lookout. If I stay put, yeah, I like this one better. There's a long moment of quiet, then there's the sound of someone knocking on the wood. The guard must have noticed the lid out of place. Shit. We wait for ages for the guard to leave, and then for both of us, certain they're not coming back. Lave is as still as a grave beside me. Let's go. Getting to feet would be God. Getting to our feet would be too noisy. We creep over the boxes, crawling step by agonizing step in silence. Down here. She slinks down the crates like a shadow. I have to take the edge of the crate and death grip and a death grip. Feel for the holds, dragging my shoes along the wood. Thank the Lord gods it's so dark. This is embarrassing. Lave is silent in the way that feels deliberate. She's probably wouldn't have much nice things to say if she did start talking. When I finally reach the stone floor, it's relief. I take a second to flex my hands, forcing out the pain. I'm going to go ahead. You see if you can find anything good. If you need to move, then move. I'll find you if you get lost. Alright. Lave is gone in a second, leaving me alone in what seems to be a dead end of the hallway. The thin labored lantern light is not enough. Hello, Pex.
What are you doing, Mr. Man? You just wake up from your nap? You wake up from your nap? Wake up from your nap.
Good nap. The thin labored lantern light is not enough to illuminate everything, but I can see the labels for a few of the crates. One is clearly labeled as containing work trousers. Perhaps it's a uniform. Another claims to be carrying spices. It's unclear which kind of almost certainly cut with some kind of forged substitute in order to increase the weight. A third is labeled in a language I can barely recognize, but I understand that large words are printed and said silk. I lower my arm in the crowbar, tucked up my sleeve, and drop smoothly into my hand. Open the silk crate, open the spice crate, open the work trousers crate. I'm opening the silk crate. I wedge the crowbar into between the gap and slowly lever it open. I'm going to actually save here just in case. You know how it would be. Silk crate. The wood moves smoothly, the nails giving up without fight, and then... We gotta go! Something snaps. The sound echoes through the whole cavern. There is no way there isn't a guard heading towards me now. I plunge my hand into the gap and find some kind of rough satchel. It's heavy, much too heavy to be silk. I pull out the satchel and see the faint gleam of metal. They're nails. Shit. Alright, so we are not doing that. We are rotating back here. We're going to do the spice crate. I knew the silk crate kind of sounded too good to be true, but I took my chance. I wedged the crowbar into the gap and slowly lever it open. The wood was slowly, the nails giving up. The end of the crate seems to whine. The thin, high-pitched sound won't carry too far, but I don't know how close the next guard is. Damn it. I push my hands through the gap, and the guard is coming my way. I have a few seconds to see what I've actually found. Through my gloves, I feel bits of wood shuffling between my fingers. I clutch a handful of them and pull them in my hand. Okay, it's not good stuff, so we're going to do the trousers. Great. I wedge the crowbar into the gap and slowly lever it open. The wood moves slowly, and the nails giving up without a fight. I stop the second that the thin lantern light starts to illuminate the contents. Well, Halo was right. The box is filled with work trousers despite the label. Instead, there's stacks of beautiful, sleek furs. Oh, give me damn thanks! Well, this is going to pay off. I pull out the handful of pelts, and I think it's mink. Oh yeah, mink. The luxury of what I'm holding is absurd. I stuff the furs into my bag giddy with success, and I grab more furs. Okay, self-restraint. Next time. There is only so much I can carry, and I definitely am going to get caught if I linger too long. I press the box lid back into place, and nails sink into their holes. There's almost no sign that I was here at all. Lave should be back soon, but I go to the cross of the two paths to check. There's a light down the hall, a guard's lantern probably. No point in hanging around to get caught. I slip down a hallway, then another, making a few turns. I'm technically lost now. I certainly have no idea where I am. But the aisles and shelves all meet at simple right angles, and the shelves are all straight lines. It's not hard to keep track of what direction the exit is. And up ahead, a shadow passes through the intersection of shelves. That's Lave. That gives me an easy target to chase. This hall is narrow, and the intersections are frequent, so I move slowly, checking at each intersection that is no one is... Oh god, that's a guard. Oh Lord, have mercy. When I reached the intersection, Lave went through, and look, there's a guard coming towards me. They didn't see me, but I'm not going to be able to get by them. Time to consider my options. Alright. Logically thinking now. Wait for the guard to pass, throw a bottle to distract the guard, attack the guard. We are not attacking the guard. I am a very small woman. That is not going to go well. Throw the bottle to distract the guard. Not a bad idea. But he can only go towards me, right? Because if I'm going to throw it... I'm assuming I'm going to throw it either... Well, if I throw it in front of me, I'm still going to have to go in front of him. Wait for the guard to pass. I think I'm going to wait for the guard to pass here. I feel like that's really the... Like, these are really the only two good options. We're going to wait first. I tuck myself against the shelf out of sight, and I hear the soft footsteps of the guard getting closer. The guard is either going to continue going straight or turn left or right. If they turn right, they'll most likely spot me. Otherwise, they won't be able to see me at all. Waiting is agonizing, and I hear the guard get close. They're probably in the intersection. And then the sound of the footstep grows more distant again. I'm safe. Once the guard is no longer close, I start my way down the hall they just came from. After another half minute of sneaking about, I finally hear another person's voice. Hey, Doogal, this way. Beautiful. I follow her. We found the target. I was going to get you, but there were some obstacles in the way. Some obstacles found me. That's why I'm here. Figured. In silence, we continue. It's a little hurtful to my ego to be the last one to arrive, but Halo and Kier are waiting for Lave and I. Presumably, Griff is skulling around somewhere nearby. Or maybe Halo lost him. Nice job surviving. I appreciate the vote of your confidence. There's no shelves here, just stacks of crates that feels like walls. This must be stuff that's been here long term, because there's no easy way to move these crates around. Kier leads us to the room made of crates. Two things catch my eye immediately. There's a strange person kneeling on the floor and the guard standing nearby. Who's there? Shit. But no one else seems to be worried. A shadow slinks down the wall as stacked boxes suddenly on the guard's back. A hand forces itself under the guard's mask. After a moment of muffled shouting, the guard goes limp, and there stands Griff. Not lost after all. That was easy. Nice. Halo rushes to the person kneeling on the ground, unsure what to do. I hang back with Kier, and Griff comes over. Well, how's the bet coming along? I don't know. I don't count any coins until they're actually in my purse. He turns to Kier and said, Told you Halo's God's touch. We've been going around finding what we can pick up and coming back here for a while. The uniform's been here the whole time. So had a good chance to scout ahead and make sure got the drop on him. Good. How did you do that? Do what? Find the target first? It's all about experience and talent. Not that those are things you know about. All right, Griff, you better get off my dick! And how about dropping the guard? Are your hands just as filthy? They render everyone violently ill. Griff pulls something out of his belt linen cloth. The smell coming from it is sharp and sweet in a way that makes me cringe back. It's sleepy juice. Want to try? Griff? No. Because you know what, Griff? You know what you would do if you put me to sleep? You'd probably touch me inappropriately, okay? Because something ain't right with you for being on my ass so much. Or you want Kier, honestly. I think you're jealous, okay? Only if you try it too, yeah, real. Maybe after I see you, give it a try. I thought it was simple hospitality to let the guests go first. What guess? Is there someone else here we've forgotten about? I can't believe the two of you can't shut up here. And now of all places. Griff licks chest. I can't help but feel the same. He's awake. Halo's voice is sharp and hiss and breath more than anything. Kier approaches so do the rest of us. No matter how much my eyes get picking out detail in the dark, I can't tell how much about the man is kneeling on the floor, and it's just too dark. I can't tell that he doesn't... I can tell he doesn't look good, at least. Match, please. Leib strikes a match, and though the flame is small, that little I can see is nauseating. Sticky, thin arms, wrist bones jutting out painfully under restraints, and strange patches of silver on his skin. Hannah leans down and picks up the restraints lock. Kier kneels down. I know it's hard to believe, but we're here to help. We'll get you out of here. The man's voice is so frail, but you were lied to back home. The money your family got is all they're ever gonna get. The auction is just profit for the bastards that did this to you. Griff's tone is kinder than I've heard him before, despite the venomous way he says bastards. I'm sorry. The flickering light of the shadow makes it hard to see anything clearly, but I can still recognize the shock when it crosses the man's unmasked face. What's your name? It takes a long time for the man to answer. Thorn. I'm Thorn. That's a market name. Thorn nods very slightly. Doogal, I'll bet you Gentile that he has a sister named Rose. I'll take that bet. Thorn lets out a faint breath, maybe a hint of a laugh. My brother's name is Bramble. Kier sighs. You'll get your Gentile soon, Doogal. Okay, Thorn, this is important. How long have they been treating you? Treating? It must be something to do with the silver patches on them. A very bad feeling grips me. It's not about recovery. We know how to make that happen, but it helps with the timeline. I glance over my shoulder, almost hoping to see the guard that would explain my dread, but we're alone here, among the boxes. 2 weeks. Leib sucks her breath and through her nose. You're as far as weeks. Damn. Candle and Crystal Company must be hard up for the Lunar Icor if they're trying to rush the process like this. No. No. I can't see any further for a second. Voices become business and muddied underwater. The vibrations may see this. I literally said that this was gonna happen. Why did y'all bring me here? I got valuable furs in my purse. Take it and run. Leib, shut up. My hands tremble violently. I knew there was a possibility. The silver patches of the thorn shimmer. Leib flicks her wrist, put out the match. I think Doogal deserves to know what she's actually asking for. Rush the process. Is this how they make? They call it our accurate devil. I guess I know why now. Stay calm, stay. It was not letting me move. Let me press it! Okay. Quit messing with me. Quit that! And then I feel numb. This discovery should be ruining my day, at the very least. And I think it has. But I don't feel it yet. Okay, I guess okay, hold on. I know... Shit, I missed my chance. Stop it. I forgot my method. Hold on. I'll figure it out. God bless America, please! Got it. Okay. And then I feel numb. Okay, yes, okay. I guess I can't... Doogal, you with us? Yeah. You're gonna be okay. I think I can keep it together until we're safe. Good. Let's get out of here. I close my eyes. Yeah, so it's torture. Okay, because, like... Hold on, I'll speak on it later. I close my eyes for a moment, and just enough to put what should be world-rocking discovery away for a while. Opening my eyes again, I look over at Thorn. He doesn't look great, to be honest. Put this on. Halo produces a cloak and helps Thorn wrap it around himself. It makes more sense now that Kier would pick me out of the crowd to be a decoy. The cloak does look more than a little like me. Can you walk? Don't think so. Then I'm going to carry you, okay? Thorn manages a nod. Time to get the hell out of here. Leif points the way back to the exit. I've built a good sense of direction here in the underground out of necessity, Lord have mercy. But Levo's ability is uncanny. Pretty sure the guards all the warehouse offers. Alright, now we should split. The plan was to stay together. If Griff says we need to split up, we need to split up. Same groups as last time. I'll need help getting Thorn up the tunnel, so don't leave me unless I'm here. I'm there. Leif glances back at me and I nod. As we reach the intersection... Oh god, okay, here we go. As we reach the intersection, Halo and Griff peel away to the left. Leif and I to the right, and Kier keeps moving forward. It feels smooth, almost rehearsed. The hallways are as quiet as a tomb. Maybe I should be thinking tomb thoughts right now. Still, my ears are beginning to strain to hear anything at all until I hear my own body's process as loudly as everyday conversation. It's tense, but for a while nothing happens. We are just moving silently along hallways. And then Leif suddenly reaches and grabs my wrist, pulling me sharply to the one side. It's surprisingly even to how quickly light my steps follow Leif. Guard. She breathes the word against my hood, and it's only the quietude, right? We've been surrounded by for the last few minutes and allows me to hear. After a count of 20, the guard must be far enough away no longer worry Leif. We continue our silent escape. We reach our escape route with time to spare. Halo and Griff take another minute to arrive after us, and Kier and Thor are there. As soon as we make it, we help Thorn standing while Kier climbs up the dangling rope. That's when the rest of the party makes it. Okay, we have to tie him up and make a harness so Kier can lift him out. Kier will do what he can, but you'll have to hold yourself off the wall, Thorn. He's so weak that I feel his whole body shift when he nods, his arm draped over my shoulder and tugging down on me. All right, if we rush, we fuck up quickly but carefully. You hear me? Halo and Leif and Griff catch the end of the rope and tie it around Thorn to make a harness. It's not good, but it only needs to work for a minute. But once the harness is tied, Kier is quick to pull him up. The rest of us watch for the guards. Griff disappears, presumably to get good angle to us from his sleepy juice if anyone gets too close. Then each of us take it and turns to climb up. When it's my turn, Kier just hosts up my rope. Okay. We're right back at the pub. Our crew, one member is stronger. Right. We got Thorn down, but he's like dying. So. Thorn looks even worse in the relative light of the pub, but there's much less strain in his expression. I keep feeling like I should look away. I'm so used to faces being covered that Thorn looks naked without a mask. Now we're safe, we check ourselves. Alright, my spare room isn't a spare room anymore. I've got Doogal in it. It's not like it'll be much work for me to move. Don't worry about it yet. There's some other options we can try. Okay, what if I pick this one? Well, you are an enormous pest. I'm not sure you're in any position to call me an enormous anything. There's a soft chuckle from Halo that makes me feel like I've won a prize. Leif, Halo, have you got space? I can ask a neighbor for cots. Thorn can use our room. Kier carefully pats Thorn on the shoulder. If you don't trust us, that's understandable. We're not exactly good people. But if you have any trust in what I say, I want you to know that Leif and Halo will make sure you're comfortable and can rest and recover in peace. None of us mean any harm. We won't keep you here against your will. We just advise you to recover here for a while until you can walk out on your own. Thorn nods, and I recognize that look on his face. He's compartmentalizing. Gosh, I can't read. Just trying to survive this moment. And you'll get a cut of our profit, something to get you on your way home. He nods to the rest of us. What did we get? Everyone starts rummaging through the bags and pockets, making little mounds of goods on the table. Not bad, Doogal. My stack isn't the most impressive of the bunch, but it's nothing either. A respectable result for my first outing. Kier gives me a little nod of approval. So, Griff. I turn and stare at him, and I want to see him cringe. About our bet. Yeah, you won't. Don't rub it in. And you're gonna shut up about my skills now, right? Fucking fine. I'm not sure if I've ever felt this smug in my life before. Are we all done with stupid pissing contests? We are. Why does it keep glitching out like that? I don't understand. Kier starts going through each pile, taking some of the contents and shifting them to a new pile in front of Thorn. Thorn's pile is soon the biggest of anyone's, though none of us are about to complain. The only one on the table who could even claim half the misery that Thorn's enduring is me, and I'm not so bad that stiff breeze would knock me over. Thorn's eyes get bigger as the stack grows. Yeah, we're sure. We do kind of stealing to make sure the people who need food and safety can have it. You're in the most need, you get the most reward. You can keep this stuff if you want, but otherwise we'll trade it for cash and give you your share of the money in a few days. Slowly Thorn shakes his head. You can sell it. We'll do that then. There's a minute of mumbling and trying to not drop things as the different piles get put into separate bags. It's boring routine at this point, which is startling thought to have. I've really gotten used to this. Drinks? Absolutely, Delight. Come back in a few, babe. Griff, why the fuck would you say something? God, you suck so bad! Delight sweeps away again, giggling as Griff pats her ass as she goes on. Dude, you're just a little shit sack. Leib does an exaggerated stretch. Glad to be done with that. It could have been a lot worse. He glances my way. You were smooth. Thanks. After a minute, Delight comes back. Thank you, Delight. You know what I like. Something strong for me. Let's crack open the liquor I brought last week. Thorn, do you want to go back and rest or stay here for a bit? I'll stay. Then I'll have mead. How about some tea for you? Thorn nods slowly. I think he's finally understanding that the plan really is to just hang out and drink to decompress from everything. There's an order on the tip of my tongue. I've been here enough to have a usual, but the words don't come out. Actually, nothing for me now. Maybe later. I can feel the emotions I boxed up in the warehouse starting to leak out again. Nothing for me either. D, actually, I'm feeling a bit like taking a walk. Huh? Doogal, come with me. There we go. Why? What if I fall down a crevice? I'd say, what if I fall down a crevice? It's safer to go around the caverns in pairs. It's not going to be a long walk, shorter than the trip to the warehouse. That's not saying much. The warehouse is very far from us. Fine. He offers me a hand to get up from the table. Everyone is staring at to the point that far. I have seen Kier go off on a walk after a job. He also drinks in parties to combat the stress of running for his life. Let's go. I think you'll like it when we get there. It's not a short walk through the, oh god, this place. The main road. Oh god. Do not take me to that church, Kier, please. Don't do that. This has been a nice time, okay? This has been a nice, calm, okay time. It's not a short walk through the marketplace, but we keep off the main roads and avoid the rougher trails. It really is just quiet and leisurely stroll until Kier points out a narrow tunnel. It looks like one of the many secret ways in and out of the mouse hole, but we are much too far away for it to be that. One tight squeeze and we're there. As Kier says, after a brief squeeze, we are somewhere new. New music. This is new music! Oh, for a second I almost think we're outside. But no, the still air is the same as that it ever was. It's just that this cavern is untouched for the most time For the first time in a long time, I can't see the evidence of human life. Mouse hasn't always been in the cavern. We've lived in every secret nook the mountain has. And if something goes wrong in the mouse house, this is going to be our new home. We'll have to dig out some more passages and make some platforms to float houses on. But this is your plan if things go wrong. When things go wrong. You don't end up in the mouse hole because you've had good luck. No, I didn't. The quiet holds between us for a moment. The view is breathtaking, showing me this is a clear display of trust on Kier's part. If only it wasn't an obvious... Yeah, you should have told me, for real. If you knew this whole time, then you had a duty to tell me. Kier is so still and quiet for a moment, it feels like he's a statue. Then he crumples, face in hand. What? Why did it have to be you? Before I can try to pick up on what he said, he's moving on. You know why I didn't tell you? Because I wouldn't trust you to uphold your end of the deal. There's no way you'll get me the lunar anchor if it means killing a person to get it. You're too noble to sacrifice their life, but you're pretty with mine, huh? I guess I'm not worth saving. Damn, that was... God. He doesn't say anything. He knows he deserves this. Were you ever going to tell me, or are you just going to stay a secret until I died? Poor Doogal died looking for a cure. Doesn't know what she's been played for. A chump. At least you got some cheap labor from her while waiting for her to die. We were looking. We're still looking. I've been paying Oleander to look as well. Once it's made, there's no going back. I know better than to waste that chance. He looks over at me, something about his posture says surrender. But you took away one today. It is an awful thing to say, but I don't take it back. Could you have left Thorn there, in the state he was in? That stills my tongue. The answer might be yes, but it's not an immediate yes. It's not easy when you see the person you'd have to sacrifice, and it would be hard. That means you still have your humanity. I'd also like to have my life. The world doesn't always let you keep both. It should be my choice. You've been keeping my ability to choose from me. Here is quiet for a moment. I can't say I'm sorry I decided not to tell you. I know how you were going to feel about it. I don't regret it, but I know I've treated you badly. And what are you going to do about it? Yeah, you fucker. Keep looking. It's the only thing I can do. He runs a hand over his mask. No, this shit, like, makes me really mad for real. At least the fucking priest hasn't lied to me, I guess. I like that one. Whatever warm feelings I've held for Garrett, die in this moment. I want to see how this goes. I'm staying. You owe me. And if I die, that's on your conscience. You could have saved me and chose not to. After that, I'm leaving. I understand. We don't actually know how it works. There's some kind of drug involved, and there's torture, the slow kind. Maybe it's sadism, or maybe you have to break a person for the process to work. It all sounds pretty bad. It is. But you're not doing well either, are you? You know that. You saw the end of how bad it gets on our shopping date. When we met, you took me around the market on a wild chase. I was tired after that, but I bounced back. If you did that to me today, I would be in bed for the rest of the day. My body's getting slower and weaker every day. I get moments where my thoughts turn into sludge or fog, or I lose track of time, like I've skipped from 1 hour to the next without intervening time. I'm dying here. There's a hairline fracture in my soul, and one day it's going to split open. I don't know what happens in soul after they die, but mine won't be able to do the same. I'm already scared, but you fucking dare make me helpless too. I'm not going to ask you to live by my rules. You should get to choose what is important to you. I will, and you'll stay out of it. If Lunar Ichor enters the underground between all of us looking, we will find it. It'll be in your hands before the day is done. That I can promise. His voice is intense, he means it. I'll count on that promise. Are you done keeping secrets from me? Kier shrugs. A man like me has a lot of secrets, and I definitely haven't told you everything about me. But there's nothing more you ought to know. Everything else is just personal stuff. I know it's hard to believe me after all this, but trust me on this. Kier starts to say something more, then cuts himself off. I hear a second after it. Kier! That isn't someone just wondering where you wandered off. We follow the voice back to the way we can. There's a fire. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, no, like, I'm not gonna be selfish. Like, I think I like this one better, but I understand why you're like this. I don't agree, but I understand. We don't actually know how it works. There's some sort of... Okay. Doogal. He stops and he's quiet for a long time, long enough, and I start to think he's given up on talking with me. And then... I should be apologizing. But if I apologize, I'm saying that I was in the wrong for what I did, and I don't regret my actions. I regret the consequence of this, and that it will be harder to save your life. But I would save Thorn every time. And it was wrong, but I would hide the truth from you every time too. You. Doogal, I will let you chew me to pieces. I won't fight. I'll still sit down so you can punch me in the face, if that will help. But let me tell you why. I wish my mask was off, just to show him how withering my glare can be. But I nod once. He sits down and I see him glance at my hands. When I don't make a move to punch him, he looks towards the lake and I start talking. You know, I've lived here basically my whole life. My mother had to run the marketplace when I was too young to understand why. The cruelty, the depravity of the market, I'm used to all of that. I don't think I'd be the man I am today if Karst, my mentor, hadn't taught me that clemency in my face of cruelty gives permission to that cruelty. It's different when it's someone who has no choice. I figured that out on my own, but I have a choice, and that means sinning against it. That's the only way I can keep my soul down here. You look so tired, and I'm not exactly full of energy after our escape either. I settled down on the ground, leaving space between Kier and myself. It's not comfortable, but it's a relief on my feet. So my life matters less to you than your morals. I try not to word it as an accusation. Everything about this is painful, but if I can understand Kier's beliefs, maybe I can get him to understand mine. Everything does. I'm not trying to protect my soul or anything. I'm a thief. I've killed to protect myself and others. I've lied more times than I can count. I'm not a good man. But I have to believe that there are things that are evil, even if... I have to believe that there are things that are evil, even if done for the best of reasons. That there are things that are good, even when done for selfish reasons. Using someone, abusing them so their unwilling suffering is to another's benefit. You would have saved Thorn even if it meant destroying my household, wouldn't you? If it was a choice between one person's life and 100, I would save the hundreds, but the houses, our belongings, not more valuable than life. I would burn down every building myself if that's what it costs. That's way too rigid. You can't live like that down here. That's what Griff says. He's right. Harry laughs a little. I won't tell him you said that. Masshole exists because the world is cruel. We went to the marketplace because the surface rejected us, and then had to hide when even the marketplace turned us away. It would be so easy. I'm so into this right now. It would be so easy to justify cruelty in the name of our survival. Some of the things Griff has suggested would be crossing the line. And that's his job, to find every advantage possible, to give us fighting chance as living good lives. He had to be good for something. He's also a damn good thief and a good friend to me. So Griff suggests doing bad things to make money, and you tell him no. That means turning down opportunities that could have helped. And someone else, someone worse, got to benefit instead of you. Sometimes, yeah. The worst people are usually the ones benefiting. That's how the world works. Foreshadowing here. But there needs to be something that matters more than just self-centered survival. I need it. The only reason I've survived this long in this world as dark as this is by holding on to that. If you hate this, hate me for it, I understand. I'm not going to try to convince you that I'm right about everything. Just this isn't me trying to be pure or arrogance that I know the right way to live. It's just what lets me survive. I agree with him. I wish you would have told me no, for real, for real. For the plot. I shuffle slightly until there's no more space between us. Kier flinches for a moment, but then seems to realize that I'm not going to try and hit him from this angle. He relaxes and leans against him. He's becoming a favorite pillow of mine at this point. Like, you can't be mad. Okay. I can't be upset at him. I agree with him. I would have done the same thing. And Doogal as a character is not going to be that bitch. Like, my life only matters. Like, that shit pisses me off. Okay, so I'm not mad at you. You're right that you are right that I would want to save Thorn too. Yes, this I like this. This is nice. And I'll get over everything else eventually. I know it's not the same, and I don't expect to make things better, but I meant it when I said everyone was looking. All of us are using our connections to find out what's going in and out of the market. If the Lunar I-Core enters the market or sold here, we'll know. Even Oleander isn't on the case. Your deal with him wasn't the start of his search. Doogal, I don't expect this to make up for everything, but I want you to know that I will do whatever is necessary to save you. Even if it means robbing the auction house. For you, I'll be the first thief to steal from the auction house itself. The heat behind those words knocks me breathless. Shit. It's not exactly strange for me to feel attached to Kier, despite everything, but now I'm starting to feel just how deep that attachment really is. I'm counting on you. I know. He groans and drops his head in his hands for a moment. I know I don't exactly deserve it, but I wish you'd go easier on me sometimes. Why would I? You know why. His ears are turning bright red. No way. There is no way he's pushing for the reason I think. I don't know why, actually. I don't have mind reading powers. Kier groans again. Are you actually gonna make me say it? You seem to be under the impression that I'm doing this to give you a hard time. Because you're always giving me a hard time. Because you deserve it. But this time, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I'm actually getting more confident every second that I know that Kier is talking around, but I also cannot believe it. If I don't hear it directly from him, I won't be able to believe it. Kier says, I care about you a lot. I hold my tongue despite the impulse to start talking. After a moment of silence, my patience is rewarded. Romantically, despite my better instincts. You talk too much and you make things difficult on purpose, and even after all that, I care about you enough that throwing away things I believe in. What? Enough that throwing away things I believe in feels impossible. He runs a hand over his face for a moment. And it's not like I've been subtle about it, so I'd appreciate if you stopped tormenting me by playing dumb. Not subtle. A reasonable person wouldn't think you liked me at all. What do you mean, not subtle? Is this actually happening like this? Everyone else who matters already knows. I get so much food from the others giving you special treatment. The only reason they don't make fun of me when you're around is to keep you from feeling uncomfortable. What? Everyone else who matters already knows. I get so much shit from others for giving you special treatment. The only reason they don't make fun of me when you're around is to keep you from feeling uncomfortable. What? You're joking. He isn't, even I can tell. I wouldn't joke about this. This isn't a game or something funny to me. You know that. Here. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm dying. Here's just confessed to lie to me. He's still a stranger to me, but I know I know what he wants done to his body when he dies. His bones will be a part of the mouse hole. Now I know about Callum and how he can be charming if he wants to. He thinks my tooth gap is cute. He lets kids tease him. He's a terrible singer. He steals people from traffickers and gives them a place to rest in his home. Stranger is the wrong word for here. Look, I know you don't have to feel anything about me. I definitely don't expect my feelings to be mutual at this point. But if I can ask for one thing, it's some kind of answer. Marmee. Marmee. You have amazing timing. Marnie. What are you doing? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, so you get stuff everywhere on the desk. Here, let's get out. First of all, this information. What the hell was that? Was that you? Did you just get mad at her? Did you get lippy? What's your problem, honey? First of all, this information about how you've been lying to me. Then this, you must love giving me chores. And all this while I'm dying. But this is something I can work through, though. Now. Did that say now? I think it did. I hold my hands together tightly under my cloak despite already knowing Kier's answer. I'm nervous. First, you were not in any way obvious. You refused to be nice to me or have fun. How was I supposed to know you liked spending time with me? We went on a date, Doogal. I brought you to a skewer and everything. You have green eyes, and I can't stop thinking about what they might look like. And you and I have very different ideas of what's obvious. This is obvious. Marty, this is an important decision. I'm sorry. This is a lot longer than... Well, maybe it wasn't. Okay. Despite everything, I feel the same about you. I just spent time with you because of your impeccable people skills. I care about it. I'm gonna do this one. Let's see how it goes. So you just have to imagine me grabbing your head and bringing you down for a smooch. That's obvious. I'm trying to be sincere here, and you're treating my confession like a contest you have to beat. Yeah, but that's exactly why you like me. You do the same to me, which is why exactly I like you. You're a horrible little creature who likes to pick fights with me. I must have awful taste. You're a horrible, massive creature who is impossible to interpret, and I think we're even. Kier laughs. Yeah, this was always going to be how it goes. We're perfect for each other. I freeze for a second. Oh god. Right, that was a confession of romantic feelings. I'm not sure how anyone is supposed to transition gracefully out of this moment like this. Are you serious about kissing me? I also said that I'm a master in the way. And I don't want to show you my face right now. Fine, yeah, this is a consequence of my actions. But now, the thought of kissing Kier is in my hand, and I want it badly. An idea springs to my mind. A loophole around what I said. I shuffle closer to Kier. Come down for a second. Kier leans in, and I reach up carefully and settle my hand over where his eyes should be. There, now I won't show you my face. I feel something shift under my hand. It takes a second to understand I'm feeling Kier's. Cheeks rise in a smile. It's not fair if only you get to see me. Right, I can fix that. With one hand, as awkward as it is, I take off my mask and put it in my lap. A tingle goes down my spine. I feel naked right now. I feel the fabric that Kier's wraps. Wait, what? I feel the fabric that Kier's wraps around his face shift. He must be sliding it off. I fight the urge to look and turn away slightly until my head obscures the view. Seeing him like this would be cheating somehow. I guide his hand to my face until his gloves rest over my eyes, and the pressure of my face almost feels like another mask. We're still in the darkness, covering each other's faces. I feel Kier's hot breath on my face when he sighs. Doogal, I'm gonna kiss you now. See, this is... The big hairs left around my skin is exhilarating. Is everything a contest for you? When it comes to you, I just want to win. We get closer in the sense of coordination lost by being unable to see it is easy to compensate for a while. I've got my hand on Kier's face. My hand is hot in my glove. Something touches my cheek at the tip of his nose, probably. I turn my head slightly, and there it is, the feeling of his mouth touching mine. Got it! Here hums for a moment. My heart leaps in my chest. One of his hands comes around me, settling on my shoulder, the blade keeping me close. This kiss is delicate. Too much to force or enthusiasm is risk of breaking Kier's nose, for one. But it is also too delicious to rush. His mouth isn't sweet or soft, but I could never have expected that from his sharp-tongued man. What? His mouth isn't sweet or soft. What he is careful, so achingly, tenderly careful. You can't make my condition worse by kissing me. I say it into his mouth, and I feel the way his lips catch my words. I can make other things worse if I do them wrong. Are you worried about being a bad kisser? Fine, have it your way. There's more pressure against my lips when I'm pushed back into his hand, bent back and consumed by his kiss. With one hand occupied, there's only so much can do. I feel along Kier's side as he leans over and into me. I feel hot and dizzy, but it's blissful fever. For so long, the only thing that's touched my mouth is my mask. I'm so lightheaded from the sensation, it feels like the first time. He presses kisses, slow but firm, against my mouth, and I try to return them in kind. Here's tongue slides over my lip. What was that? Was there a noise there? No? Okay, I'm tripping. It was part of the music, sorry. Here's tongue slides along my lip, then my teeth. He groans. I'm feeling the same way. Once I see your face, oh god. I glitched again. You're impossible. I ended with a loaded lip, Kier gasps, and then he pulls back. You're the impossible one. The hand on my shoulder pulls me closer to him, and the position is a little awkward, but I bend into it. What's crazy is that the choice is there. Like, I literally would have missed this whole part if I continued that. So does the fire still happen? I want to feel him body. I need the whole stadium to jump. You're going to work me up too much like this. I breathe out heavily, and I probably need to cool down too. As much as I don't want to admit it. Not feeling it here. The rocks aren't the best cushion. Fine, close your eyes. Okay. I wait for a second just to be sure. Did you actually close them? Yes, I try not to lie about trivial things. I duck my head and take my hand off Kier's face. He does the same. It takes a second, but I get my mask back on. Are you decent? 1 second, this takes work. There. I turn, there's Kier. If not for the way his ears glow red, I wouldn't know he'd just tried to kiss the life out of me. I feel like I just got away with something. Kissing someone and still not knowing what they look like. It's pretty fitting. It's pretty fitting down here. Well, I know a bit more about you. How so? Your gap teeth. I felt them. You weren't lying. He can see me blush, but he can't see me blush, but I get the feeling he'd be able to guess anyways. Don't you mind? Yes, that is the thing that turned me on in all this. Exactly right. I choose to interpret that literally. Fuck off. But there's no intent behind it. At worst, he's a little embarrassed. Kier runs his hand over his mask, adjusting it slightly. So, do we go home and we can figure it out when we get there? I'm tired. Kier starts to say something more. Okay, so it still happens. Alright. Footsteps. Kier! That isn't someone. Just wondering when they're off to. We follow the voice breaks the way we can. Here, there's a fire. Fuck. I can just about see the person approaching. It takes a second for me to realize that it's shale. I've never seen them worked up before. Doogal, we need to run. Yeah, we gotta go. As soon as the ground is even and there's enough space, we pelt through the streets, shale trailing behind us. A dread rolls over me. I know I'm about to see something terrible. Desperate, I start to pray. Please, lunar god, solar god, please, if you're listening, keep them safe. Yeah, no shit. Oh god. That's bad. This is our home, but it's burning. Any of the people I've come to know and care about could be in the fire now. Doogal, we need you. Okay, I'm there! I was about to be vanishing into the flames, and I have no choice either. I'm fast, light on my feet, and know my way around. Bracing myself, I race into the flames. Oh. That was so good. The contrast between him and this is like, he actually cares. Cirrus don't give a fuck about me, but I did get the lunar cornice. It'll be interesting of how that even goes. So let's go to this. So did I get... That candle scares me every damn time. Like, you cannot tell me that don't look like something else, bro. Lordy Lou. Okay, so I got all three, and so this is that one. That one. No, that's part 2. So I'm not missing anything off that one. I got ending 10. So that is the 30. You made it home. You've made it home. You've made it your home. Aww. That's so sweet. Okay, let's see. Let's try to figure out what I need to do to get the other endings. Yeah, no, this episode's long. Okay. I got distracted by fan art. Okay. Kier, so ending 26, 27. Oh my god, there are so many. Jesus Christ. Okay, I got the best ending again. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, ending 26. Attack the guard. Oh, okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, let's load here. Where's the guard one though? There we go. This might be a bad idea, but I do have the element of surprising the crowbar. This is not going to go well. I let the hunk of the metal slide down my sleeve and into my hand. I tighten my grip on it and it tenses my arms. The guard emerges into the intersection. I spring up, swinging my arm back. The crowbar is heavy in my hand, almost pulling me out of my grip. The crowbar swings towards the guard, almost pulling my arm instead of the reverse. It strikes their side. Something's wrong. The crowbar definitely hurt them. The shout of the pain is enough to make that obvious, but the impact is strange. The crowbar bounces off their side. Oh, they have armor. Okay. Are they wearing armor? Yeah, they sure are, Doogal. In the dim light, it's difficult to tell. Spinning on my foot, I turn away. Mistake. The guard must grab my cloak or something else because I am suddenly jerked backwards. Yeah, he's killing me. I step backwards, or try to. Something trips me. I hit the ground, and before I can roll away, the guard is kneeling on my shoulders, almost sitting on my chest. I can barely breathe. My mask is knocked askew. I can see what's going on. I can't see what's going on. A blow hits my mask, crushing it suddenly to my face. Oh wow. Something crunches and snaps my nose. Ugh. The blood on my face ripples throughout my body, shocking me in near total paralysis. My brain feels unmoored from my body, the pain acting as soul tether. Another strike. Oh yeah, he's beating the shit out of me. My mouth fills with salt and iron, my eyes clench. Dang. But I doubt I would be able to open now, even if he stopped beating me. I open my mouth, desperate to call for help, or even just to breathe now that my nose is swollen. Another response smooth hits the back of my throat, and I choke on it, coughing helplessly. There's a gap in my gums where there wasn't before. Blood swells up from it, coating my tongue. Oh wow. The pain is sick. My thoughts can barely be found. I am dizzy with it, nauseated by it. Stop. A final last blow grants my wish, sending me into unconsciousness I'll never wake up from. Wow. Okay. Dead? I'll be dead. Doogal be dead. Oh wait, what does that say? Challenge you couldn't match. Yeah, no kidding. I knew that from the fucking get-go, bro. I was not making it out of that. Okay. So ending 27 is... There's several ways to get this ending. This one, and first noise points. Noise points. Okay, so this is towards the end. Then to take these options. Okay, so it's in the one scene. So it's in this. Why does it keep tripping out, bro? Lord have mercy. That gain noise points. So do I do... What? I don't even remember these choices. There are several ways to get this ending. This is one way. First, the player must gain 3 or 4 noise points. There are the choices to gain those points. Okay, so 3 noise points. So we'll do follow this slave close, which is... Oh, okay. I did read this before, so we're just going to pass through this. Okay. We did read through that. There's a chance the box is lying about contents. I learned my arm to crowbar. So smoothly at my hand. Okay, so opening the silk crate would give us instant bad ending. So we need to get a 1 here. So let's do the spice crate. Better than nothing. I stuff my hands full of cinnamon sticks. Yes. I flicker a light at the corner of my eye. I put the lid back on, but anything more than a quick glance and it'll be obvious. I moved. The guard walks down the hall and I was just standing in. There's rats in here after all. Bad, this is bad. I shimmy back away from the edge of the shelf. My feet dangle over the edge faster than I thought. I push myself back into the chamber down the shelf. As soon as I have my feet on the ground, I get moving. There is no sense in sitting and waiting for Labe if it's going to get us caught. I'm technically lost now. But the aisles, some right angles, yes. We know that. Okay, so we want to do... Throw him a cinnamon stick? Okay. I reach in my bag and pull out a cinnamon stick. I have plenty. Using one to escape isn't going to hurt me. With a sharp flick of the wrist, I throw the cinnamon stick down the hall in front of me. Then I duck down and try to hide. The guard takes the bait, following the sound, and while their back is to me, I creep down the hall they just left. After another half minute of sneaking about, okay, so this, Labe's voice. What was the... Okay, I'll just do that again. Also applies at the time we're that. Doogal. You knew. You knew what I was going to ask you for. No. Doogal. That cuts through the noise slightly. He gets right in front of me, one hand firm on my shoulder while the other goes under my chin. I'm forced to look up at him. I don't know what I want to say. There is a lot I can't do right now. I can't look at him. As soon as we're safe in the mouse hole, you can have whatever breakdown you need. But right now, we need you. I force myself to breathe, grappling for control of myself. I find it. I don't feel better, but after a moment, I at least feel able to box up my feelings. Okay, I can do this. Just a little longer. Guards are insanely active right now. We're not getting out of here without a fight. Are we staying together? We have to split. If we're moving together, they'll be able to gather in on us. We scatter, there'll be confusion. We're not winning a head-on fight. We have to fuck with their heads. Fuck it, Griff. Says we need to split up. We need to split up. Same group as last time. Tunnel. Okay, yes. Lave glances back at me, and I nod. We got the intersection together, ready to split up. Mercilessly, there is no one waiting to kill us. However, as Lave and I turn right and split our way, we're met with a slight guard approaching, moving quick slip. Looking back, I catch a glimpse of a lantern behind us, and the only way out is forward. 2 intersections, and then we split. Kier's orders barked out as we begin to run. I'm grateful this simple instructions. My brain is adrenaline soaked and consumed with the need to survive. I doubt I'd be able to do anything more complex. We passed the first intersection and then the second. Guards are definitely chasing us now. At the next one I turn. I realize my mistake is too late. Instead of chasing after Lave, I'm behind Griff. Halo isn't here. We must have gotten mixed up. I freeze for a moment and someone is running close behind me. This is completely different. Does this option not count, or is this 29? Oh, yeah, so I'm on option 30. We'll go ahead and get this since I'm here. It's a mistake, but I'm not going back down the catastrophically idiotic. Griffith doesn't hate me enough to fuck up our escape, and I can follow him. Griff glances back for a moment. Maybe my footfalls sound different than Halo's. Maybe he's just making sure it's me. Suddenly he grabs one of the crates and tugs on it. As he passes, nothing happens. Then I'm also passing them. Pull the crate is what it said. I tug sharply on the crates as I pass. For a moment, nothing seems to have happened, and then I hear a loud crashing behind me. Griff glances back and nods. Whatever mess that we've made is probably enough to have stopped our pursuits for the time being. When Griff finally slows to walk, I'm also willing to express gratitude to him. I'm going to be feeling aches from this venture for days. Then we stop. That's not reassuring. We're back to whispering, communicating purely by breath. We've got trouble on all sides. Hear him coming. How much fight can we put up? I don't have much in me. Then you keep back and leave it to me. You're a danger and a liability to me, so stay out of the way. Griff, this is the only time I will agree with you ever. Let it be known. He's right in the most frustrating way possible. He doesn't know me enough to know how I'd act in a fight. Well, you're not making it far, Doogal. We almost passed out. Twice. And that's if I was in a fit state in the first place. He can stop being such a prick about it, though. He's really not being a prick about it. He's in a stressful situation, this time at least. I won't get in your way. Fine. It only takes a moment for the guards to turn the corner and approach. I tense up, waiting for my chance to flee. Griff suddenly lunges forward, his knife catching flickers of light as he moves. I stay put. If I move, Griff might decide that I'm in the way. Griff has 2 guards under the control from the looks of it. He's fast, and while his knife hasn't made contact yet, it's not from a lack of trying. But he appears to have missed one guard who is stepping towards me. Oh god. Jeez. What? What? There's not a run option. Says stay back's an option. Okay. I stay still. If Griffith has decided to take my safety into his hands, that the least I can do is make him back up for those words. Griff! Oh, fuck off. It's not directed at me for once. Griff grabs the guard by the hand and practically tugs them into his punch. It's another minute of violence with me backing away to ensure I don't get caught up in it, but Griff has finally knocked out or killed the 3 guards. Let's get moving. Fine. He starts to run and I follow behind. At the major intersection, one close to the exit, we stop. We're not the only ones arriving here. Lave and Halo are standing in the intersection and Kier is running in from the other side. Good timing. Thanks. We've got company. I follow the direction Lave is facing. I'm no longer shocked to see guards approaching. I am just exhausted by it. 4 versus 3. Doable. I see 4 guards. It's 4 on 4. You're not fighting. No, it's me, Halo, and Griff. You and Doogal start getting out of here. They're right. You're tough, but you've got a fragile cargo. Thorn huffs. If I get a say in this, fine, Doogal. It's you and me. Well, what are we doing? Hold on, what? Our exit is only... Oh, okay, never mind. I understand it now. Our exit is only a few intersections away with one final turn. It should be easy. No, it wasn't easy. It won't be easy. Nothing about this has been easy. As if I confirm my thoughts, we turn the corner. God, this could have been so much longer. I did good. We turned the corner and are met with the sight of another guard, a crossbow aimed directly at us. Oh, that's great. Oh! We dive to the floor. I thought he just got shot. Damn, diva down. We dive to the floor and I land hard on my knees and I feel something rust on my cloak. But there's no pain. Either I'm in shock or it missed. And when I look at Kier, he seems to be fine. We weren't hit. He holds Thorn carefully, protecting his head in hand. The guard is moving to reload bad. What? Oh, to reload badly. No. Guard is moving to reload bad. I glance at Kier again. He's not moving fast enough. He has to be careful of Thorn. There isn't a lot I can do, but the guard isn't dangerous until the crossbow is loaded. I rush them, shoulder down, bracing for impact. All right. I hit the guard and just keep trying to move forward to somehow run through them. The hit goes through my whole body, pushing the air out of my lungs. The guard keeps hold of the crossbow, but at least they can't reload while I'm striking them like a battering ram. I don't want to break here. When they finally force me back, I can have less than a second to access what I'm seeing. Kier sheltering Thorn with his body. The crossbow aimed at him is ready to fire. I can barely think straight. My head is buzzing and my thoughts feel numb and distant. Oh my god. Oh my god. My word. What was I supposed to do there? Attack the guard or allow the timer to run out. Okay. Oh god. I reach for the guard's face and neck and desperately feeling out for a weak spot. There's a click and a whistle of the crossbow bolt going past my ear. Ah! Oh, did he get hit, bro? It seems like I turn around following the sound. The bolt is jutting out of Kier's back. Oh my god, dude! Wedged between his ribs. Oh shit, dude! For some reason, I think for a few hours ago, I met the new side of Kier then. I laughed at him even. And now I get the terrible feeling that I'll never know more about him. I scream tears through the air. Griff with his knife out, sounding like a demon. He's running at me and then past me. I don't look. I can hear screaming. The knife being put to its brutal purpose. If I look, I don't know how I'll react. Halo grips my shoulders hard enough to hurt. When did she get here? Kier can't climb up on his own. Her voice is stronger than I've ever heard, and even now it's wet and wavering. Lave and I are going up, and you and Griff are going to tie Thorn into the harness. We get him up, then we get Kier up. Behind Halo, I see Kier is unsteady to his feet. Thorn slips from his hold, landing on his own trembling legs. I can climb. No, stay here. Dang, bro! Diva is down! I stand between Kier and Thorn, become a living crutch to them. Lave and Halo take their turns and climb up the rope towards our escape. When I look at Kier's hand resting on my shoulder, I can see it trembling. Oh god. Then Griff and I get to work trying to end the rope around Thorn. Kier leans his shoulder against the wall, keeping his wound away from our line of sight. It is more Griff work than mine. He knows how to do this. It's not good. It's not a good harness we're making, but it only needs to hold him up for a minute while Lave and Halo lift him up. Ouchies. I got this. Check on him. Here. I reach out to him, even with gloves on. I can feel his arms slick with sweat. Doogal, get out of here. Thorn first, then you. Griff will go last. He starts to crumble, his shoulders scraping against the uneven stone wall. I try to slow his descent to guide him down comfortably. Don't give up now. You're too big for me to carry. He chuckles. Sorry. Don't say that. This is my fault. Doogal. He coughs, and then it's a wet and violent sound. His mask grows dark. Damn. He's dying! His hand is painfully tight on my shoulder, his thumb digging under my collarbone. Don't, you're inexperienced. It's an attempt at forgiveness, but the simple truth is that it is my fault. And maybe forgiveness isn't what I want in this moment. We're gonna get you out of here. He falls forward, collapsing until his full weight is on me. Tell the others. Kier isn't silent anymore. His breathing is labored and choked with blood. It's a death rattle. In any other circumstances, I'd hold him, press my hand to his back, and help the pressure of comforting him, but the idea of touching the bolt in his back is enough to make my stomach turn and pulse. It's gonna be okay. Distantly, I feel Kier's body slow and then stop. But my body is suddenly empty, or perhaps I can no longer feel myself in it. There's a flash of Aqua's in my head. Oh, wow. And then I fall behind. There's a man dead in my arms, and it is my fault, and that it is enough to wrench open the hairline fractures in my soul.
It just cuts off there. I didn't even get the end credits. Hello?
That was crazy. Ending 29 is that... Wait, no, that's ending 30. Whoops. Ending 29. This endings are required by gaining 7 or 8 noise points. Refer to ending 27 for all possible noise points. Please note, you will need to randomly be caught by a guard while hiding for this to be possible. Saving your reloading just before the choice can ensure you get it. Right, which is what I did, I think. So refer to for ending 27. Okay, yes, all the noise points. So I have to get 8 noise points, so I just have to do everything with all of... I need to make all of the noises. And it's going to be back at this load point where we're here, I believe? Yep, here. If we follow her closely, we get 2 noise points. And then if we open the silk crate, we get 2. And that's 5. And then my lungs are screaming in the air, but I clamp my hands down over my mouth and my mask. Dude, honey, you're creeping me out, man. Jesus. My lungs are screaming for air, but I clamp my hands over my mouth, my mask pressing them tight to my face. I need to move. There's no way the guard doesn't know where I'm somewhere around here. If I move, I'll make the sound. I'm trapped. I don't know how long I can lie here, waiting for the guard to leave. Maybe it was 30 seconds, maybe it was 10 minutes, but after that wait, there's the sound of effort. The guard is climbing the shelf. Staying still isn't working. I shimmy backwards until my feet are hanging over the edge and the shelf behind me. With a single heave, I throw myself backwards until I'm clinging to the top of the shelf with my fingers. I scramble for footholds, clambering down faster than I ever have before. The second my feet hit the ground, I'm sprinting down a path. I take a few random turns. I'm technically okay. Alright, so this is where we skip. Throwing out the short bar attack card. So we need to get all of our noise points, and I want to say wait for an odds are giving 3 or odds of giving 0. Oh wow, okay. But I get an automatic 1. Wait for the guard to pass.
of getting 3. Okay. I'm gonna resave this here because I could get 3 points here. So I've got 4 right now. If I get that, I have 3. Okay. And then 1 there. Okay. I think I have to get this one. Let's see. I realized, sorry a second, I see the guard and they're coming towards me. Perfect! This is what I wanted! I'm already feeling exhaustion for my earlier escape from the guard, and I don't want to do this again. I have a split second to make a choice, and I don't know if I'm making a good one. I hunch down, and my muscles tensing in preparation. The moment I see the guard, I lunge for their legs. The blow sends us both to the ground, but the guard is taken totally by surprise, and I've still got my wits about me. I scramble to my feet and grab the loose folds of my cloak to stop the guard from snatching them. Another run. You can do this. I grasp the shelves, practically throwing myself through the path of the guard. Just appeared from right? Yeah, appeared from. At the second intersections, I swing left and another left. The guard is certainly trying to trace me. Then I spot a gap between 2 grates. It'll be a tight squeeze, but it's deep enough that I will be hard to see. That I will be hard to see if they... That needs to be it, right? But it's deep enough that I will be hard to see. That has to be it, right? Gotta be. Hard to see if they don't look directly into the gap. I press myself between the crates, cover my mouth under my mask, and godly damn! I will press myself between the crates, cover my mouth under my mask, and will my pulse to quiet down. I need to be able to hear, even once I cannot hear footsteps around me anymore. I wait in its agony, sitting in silence and hoping with all my being that I won't be found. But the lunar god must see that I need mercy, or maybe my franctum anima is so unfortunate that I've won some good luck for myself. When I finally leave my hiding place, I am not caught by any guards. I'm alone. Retracing my steps, I am able to finally follow Leif's shadow through. She's certainly long gone by now. After another half minute of sneaking about, I finally hear another person's voice. Hey, Doogal, this way. Slave, okay. Alright, so we got this. Skip. We're gonna just do that again so I can skip through that again. And we're just gonna... Yeah, because 1 also goes... Okay, so this is... fine. And we're met face to face with several guards, weapons at the ready. Shit. Kier is carrying Thorn, and my own fighting abilities are not likely to be much. I'm sorry, I have to put others in. I feel like all of this talking really just dries them out, man. It's okay. And my throat's sore, so I mean, this has been like almost 3.5 hours of just straight me reading. So, Kier is carrying Thorn. My own fighting abilities are not likely to be much help, especially now that I'm worn out. We'll try Lave and Griff are brutal fighters. Fuck, Jesus. Okay. Lave and Griff are brutal fighters, and Halo is cautious but effective. Kier's range of motion is limited, but his size and strength are still impressive. Even if I hold my own to an extent, waving my crowbar to keep a guard from flanking us. But then Halo hits the ground, crossbow bolt. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Lave died? No, Halo died. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. The sight paralyzes us for a second. For me, that's a second too much. Something heavy cracks half the ribs in my right side. Then I gasp for air, and it's so painful I nearly pass out. Kier goes down last, fighting to the end. But even he can't take on several armed guards at once, not weighted down as he is taken care of. We're bound up, except Halo. He's bleeding out silently. I can only hope she's already dead, but not suffering the sound of Lave's raw, sobbing. A guard stands in front of me. What are you going to do with us? I hear their smirk and it makes me shudder. Anything we want. Bad ending. Failed to quietly escape. Sweet. Beautiful! Just what I wanted. Okay, so that was ending 29. Perfect. Okay, that's what we wanted. Ending 28 is what I don't have, right? Ending 8. Did I could have sworn it. Oh, I was trying to get 27 and I got 29. That's right. Okay, ending 28. This one is to reach the ending. Start collecting 3 or 4. Okay. Follow it with these choices. Climb quietly. Freeze. Refer to ending 27. How many quiet points do I need? 3 or 4. 3 or 4 quiet points. Okay. Let's do that then. Okay, so return. Load. Okay, so follow Lave is 2 quiet points. So we'll do that one first. Then we'll open the spice crate at 1. We want to do a probably throw okay, so this one's going to be the bad one because I'm going to have to you mother okay. So that was staying calm. Yeah, because that was 3. So I think we'll be good now. We should be. Experience the wear. Okay. Pretty sure the guards are alert now. We should split. If Griff says we need to split up, okay. So I did read this. We did read through this already. Same group as last time. I'll need help getting Thorn. Okay. We did read through this already. Always. Maybe I wouldn't be stressed if I didn't think of it as death-like. Shh. Okay, no, this is over. Before I have time to question Lave, I can hear my thoughts, or I'm somehow mumbling to myself. She faces me. Guards, step lightly. It's not in my nature to be quiet for so long. There's a response on the tip of my tongue that I'm aching to share, but this is well and truly not the moment for it. And then Lave starts to climb. There we go. So we need to climb quickly. I'm tired of this shit. I watch Lave glide up the shelf smoothly. She's used to this, of course, but it still makes me feel slightly incompetent to see. Then it's my turn. But climb quickly. I scramble up the shelves, hoping to move as quickly as possible. Oh, fart. Moving too hastily might have been a bad idea. My foot slips and I have to grip the shelf for dear life to avoid falling. My muscles strain and I'm already so tired. In my ears, the sounds of my struggles are so loud as a whip snap. Glancing up, I can see Lave. She's definitely hiding until I have myself sorted out. Stop! I flinch at the shout. This is about as bad as the situation could get. Oh, hold on, I need to know. Kick out. I lash out at the guard with my free hanging foot clipping the side of his head briefly. Then there's a sharp yank on me. Oh yeah, he's got my foot. He caught that. He said, "Eep." My already weakening grip breaks completely. Yeah, I hit the floor. Oh wow, hard. Winded. I know that's what you sounded like getting up after that. At least my head didn't smack the stone floor. Sure knocked the breath out of you, though. The guard who threw me there is in the first place pins my torso under their knee. I writhe and I reach up to claw and shove and hit whatever I can reach. It's no use. There's a flash of a knife in my hand. Oh, there I go. Okay. They don't even take my mask off. Just grip their hand and force my head to the side. Then there is a red-hot pain in my neck. Yeah, you're gone. The pressure leaves my chest, and there's not going to sit here and watch me die. There's more work to do. I'm left on the floor, gurgling desperately, and I'm drowning in my own blood alone. Wowee. He failed to escape. Beautiful. Beautiful. Endings here. We've got one more left. We have ending... Oh. Wait. 26, 27. I'm missing 28. That's the one I just tried to do. I just tried to do that one. And I got the other one instead. So I need 28 still. I think I know what I have to do. I think Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, yes. I know what I need to do. Okay. So we need to, we need 4 noise points, here. 3 or 4 noise points. So we'll do this. We're doing the same things that we kind of did last time. Open the spice crate. So that is... Opening the spice crate is... So that's 3. I already have 3. So if I distract the guard, that'll be 1. Or if I throw this, yeah, so we do that. And then we're gonna stay, hey, chill out, okay? Yep, we're good, okay. Got it! Oh my god. Climb quietly. It's not easy by any stretch, but I'm able to follow Lave up the shelf in the near silence. We crawl along the top of the shelf for a minute, and then Lave drops down the other side. We must be a fair distance away from the guards now. We stop for a moment and reorient ourselves once Lave decides we're in the clear. Good? Okay, so this doesn't matter. We're gonna tell the truth. I'm fighting for my life. Tired. But let's not linger. Lave nods. We start to move again. Coming in, she had been careful each time we crossed an intersection. She had to, in the case of someone was coming towards us. But now speed seems to have trumped caution. We're not going to stop until we've safely returned to the mouse hole. It's calculated risk. Oh, there. Oh, God. Okay. Well, alright, she's dead. As the guard emerges suddenly from the dark to grab Lave, we're suddenly faced with the consequences of this choice. Oh, okay, we need to freeze. Sorry, Lave. Lave thrashes against the hole. There's a knife in her hand. A splash of blood hits me. What am I doing? Move. It's as if all control has been taken from me and my body. Something between my mind and my feet is broken. Then it hits. A full body nauseating wave of pain. Oh, I get stabbed too? Oh, wait, do I move? My last moments are confusion and agony to end like this is horrific. I don't know what happens to me. Only that I veil in darkness and cross my vision. Oh, you've got to be fisting me, right? Did I need to move? No, I got them all. 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. 30, 30, 30. And 31, of course. Got it first try. Eeny, meeny. Alright. Oh my gosh, wow. Alright, yeah, no, I'm taking a break. I definitely so BRB. I have to use the bathroom, man. Like, my god. But yeah. That was really good. That was so much better than the priest one. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, the priest one was interesting, but, like, slow burn. Love it. Love to see it. Keep it coming. I love it so much.